Jackson County Dental, New Legacy Group, Family Drug, Pizza Palace, Jackson Live and Event Center, Syho Insurance, Connor Smith Eye Center, Schneck Ortho and Sports Medicine, Schneider Plumbing and Heating, Beatty Insurance, BSM Group and UTB Protection, JC Bank, Bob Boyder Family of Dealerships, and Prosperity Financial Group.
We begin our coverage tonight with the pregame show. We join the voice of the Seymour Owls, Jay Hubbard.
That's just a glimpse. I mean, anytime.
Tonight from Bullitt Stadium on the campus of Seymour High School, this is Seymour Owls football. Tonight, the Owls celebrate homecoming as they host the Stars from Bedford North Lawrence High School. Hello again, everybody. Along with Lance Hubbard, I'm Jay Hubbard. Welcome to our coverage of Seymour football here on 92.7 WXKU. The Owls come in with a record of 0-4. The Owls battled in the first half last week down at Floyd Central, down by just 14 at the break, but a combination of mental and physical errors in the second half proved to be too much as they eventually fell to the Highlanders 42-14 with a running clock midway through the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Bedford North Lawrence has turned their program around in a shape of a year. A team that really struggled last year, winning just 2 games, both times against a winless Jennings County team, are 3-1 on the season. The Stars under first-year head coach Braden Tidd have played very well the first half. They had a setback in week 2 to Bloomington North, but they have won back-to-back conference games last week, pounding New Albany 38-3. They have a prolific passing attack as their quarterback is the number 1 passer in the state yardage-wise and looks to be a formidable opponent here tonight. On tonight's edition of the pregame show, we'll talk about Bedford. We'll have our Seymour fall sport recap, our conversation with Seymour Athletic Director Kirk Mans, our Hoosier Hills Conference report, and we'll recap Seymour fall sports, all coming up, all before a 7 o'clock kick tonight here from Bullitt Stadium. Tonight, it's the Seymour Owls and the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. And up next, we look back to last week's game with the highlights against Floyd Central. You're listening to Seymour football on 92.7 WXKU.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at schneiderplumbingandhvac.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
Back on our pregame show, Seymour and Bedford North Lawrence tonight from Bullitt Stadium. And a look back to last week, Seymour made the road trip down to Floyd Central to play the Highlanders. And It was going to be a tough matchup right off the bat. The Highlanders took the ball, first drive of the game, drove right down the field. Sebastian Robertson, who was the workhorse for the most part for the Highlanders, ran it in from 22 yards out. Extra point was good, and Floyd Central up 7-0 early. Seymour would respond on their next possession. Had a 4th and 1, decided to go for it. That was the right decision.
So now Coates under center now, 4th and 1, a huge play early in this contest. They'll hand it over inside. Trayshawn Hawkins, and I don't think he second effort. There he goes. Trayshawn Hawkins breaks loose. He's going down to the 30, to the 25-yard line, finally caught up near the 23. Trayshawn Hawkins, second effort here as he gets a huge gain for the Owls.
But unfortunately, the Owls were unable to capitalize, turn the ball over on down. Seymour's defense continued to keep it a one-score game late in the first quarter.
They'll fake the handoff to Robertson, drops back into a pass, and they'll take it up left side. That ball's intercepted by the Owls as it's Charlie Bruce with the interception for Seymour. He's bumped out near midfield, and so a great job there of anticipation by Bruce as the Owls will have the football on the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I'm always trying to go.
Again, the Owls unable to capitalize. Floyd Central would score 2 more times in the period. It was Sebastian Robertson scoring on a 26-yard run and Donovan Taylor a 34-yard scamper. Extra points were good, 21-0. Right before the half, Seymour got kind of an unexpected play. They were set up to punt on 4th down. When Aaron Holt looked up to punt the ball, he dropped it, picked it back up, but then ran enough to keep the drive alive. A unintentional fake punt, if you will. That would lead to points for the Owls.
Now inside handoff. Here's Hawkins right up the middle. He finds some room. He spins his way across. He's going to score. Touchdown, Seymour. Trayshawn Hawkins spun his way at the 10-yard line and got loose again from the defenders. Hawkins scores on a 23-yard run, and Seymour's on the scoreboard here with 28.9 seconds left here in period number 2.
Adrian Medina's extra point made it 21-7, and that's where the teams went into the locker room at. Seymour got the ball to open the second half, but they turned it over on their first possession, a ball that Max Coates had just slipped out of his hands right into the hands of a Floyd Central player. The Highlanders took advantage of the short field, scored to make it 28-7, would score again on their next possession. This one a little longer drive, 57-yard drive to make it 35-7. The Highlanders would eventually put it into the running clock category early in the fourth quarter when Robertson scored for a third time, 21 yards out, 42-7. Seymour would not quit with the clock running. The Owls were able to scrounge back down the field and score right before the final buzzer.
Opens field.
Now it'll be Trayshawn Hawkins. Fakes right now, goes left around the left side. He's on his horse across the 50. Trayshawn, he's going to outrun most everyone. Here is his 10-5 and touchdown. So let's check. No penalty markers on the field, and that will be a touchdown by Trayshawn Hawkins, his second of the night.
Extra point good. 42-14, the final. Floyd Central with the victory. Statistically, Coates 7 of 13 passing for 79 yards. Jackson Fox caught 4 balls for 68 yards. Trayshawn Hawkins, 16 carries for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Charlie Bruce had an interception. Coach Tyson Moore on the coaches show last night about the game at Floyd Central.
Execute when we needed to. And unfortunately, we got dominated in certain positions too, so that made for a very long night. But we had a couple guys that had some pretty good performances. I think Trayshawn Hawkins, it feels like we're talking about him on a weekly basis, but he's done a heck of a job this year, and he did a lot for us on Friday night. And props to him, and he wasn't the only one, but his statistically he popped off the page. But like you alluded to, when it comes down to it, we didn't execute it when we needed to and where we needed to. And Floyd Central's a good football program. They may very well be the best team we play all year, and when you play a good football team like that, you've got to be sound in what you do, and we weren't very sound.
The Owls will have to pick up the pieces and move right ahead. Another good challenge tonight awaits them at Bullitt Stadium as the BNL Stars are in town for a 7 p.m. kickoff. More on Bedford coming up in just a moment. Up next, our fall sport recap. Again, the final from last Friday. It was Floyd Central 42, Seymour 14. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
For 125 years, J.C. Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, J.C. Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the J.C. Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships, online at bobboyner.com.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162. Back on our pregame show as we continue now to count down to kickoff. The Owls and the Bedford North Lawrence Stars tonight. How about a quick look back at what happened at in Seymour High School fall sports? This past Monday, Seymour girls golf team finished fourth in the Hoosier Hills Conference Tournament. Played at Hidden Creek Golf Course in Sellersburg. Floyd Central won the HHC with a 317. Bedford was second with a 318. New Albany was third, 342. Seymour shot a 392. For Seymour, Emmy Followell shot an 86. She was named All-Conference Honorable Mention. Shayna Spray at 89. Brooklyn Howell a 107. And Caitlin Gibson a 110. Tuesday night, Seymour girls golf team beat Bloomington South 192-197. Emmy Followell again low with a 44. Shayna Spray a 45. Caroline Dennis a 51. Brooklyn Howell and Caitlin Gibson each shot a 52. Cross-country teams ran in the Eagle Classic at Brown County. There were 4 different classes, of which the Owls ran in the varsity 2A division. The girls finished 6th out of 25 teams in that division. Brownsburg won the class with 74. Corydon Central and Franklin second and third. Seymour, 202 points. Chloe Jablonski was 5th. Anne-Marie Schuler 9th. Emma Dorio 21st. Ada Shepman 83rd and Isabel Long 91st. The boys ran in the varsity 2A division, finished 4th out of 15 teams. Indianapolis Pike was first in that division with 52 points. Pendleton Heights was second. Corydon was third. Seymour finished with 99. Micah Jablonski was eighth. Caleb Jablonski 14th. Ryder Thompson 28th. Elijah Caudell 37th. And Evan Albrand 44th. Boys tennis team over the weekend competed in the Evansville North tournament and by points won the invite. They finished 2-1. Wins over Evansville North 3-2 and Evansville Modern Day 3-2. They lost to Heritage Hills 3-2. On the weekend, Dane Thompson was 3-0 at number 2 singles, while Carter Stein was 2-1 at one single. Sean Taguchi and Braylon Busby was 2-1 at one doubles. And yesterday, Seymour beat Columbus East 5-0. Carter Stein, Dane Thompson, Gus Henry, each winners at singles. Braylon Busby, Sean Taguchi at one doubles. Max Payne and Gage Hillian at number 2 doubles. Seymour is 11-4. Girls soccer team lost to Silver Creek 2-1. Kenzie Hinkle scored the goal for Seymour on Saturday. Tuesday night, the Lady Owls were blanked by Floyd Central 6-0. And last night, got a win over Bedford North Lawrence 7-2. Ella Brock and Katie Rourke each had 2 goals. Collier Colbreth, Fiona Torrell, and Addie Reese each scored a goal for Seymour. Record now 2-8-1 on the season. Boys soccer had a pair of matches on Tuesday. Lost a tough one to Floyd Central 2-1. All 3 goals were scored in the final 3 minutes of the game. Markins and Paul's goal for Seymour. Last night, the Owls back on the winning ways, beat Madison 3-1. David Martinez scored a pair of goals. Bartolome Sebastian, a penalty kick goal. Seymour 4-6-1 on the season. And volleyball, busy week. On Saturday, Lady Owls won the Connorsville Invitational for the 6th consecutive season. Lady Owls beat Rising Sun 25-15, 25-7. Connorsville 30-29, 25-19. And Indianapolis Pike 25-17, 26-24. Monday, the Lady Owls straight set winner over Hauser 25-13, 25-16, 25-7. Top hitter Zoe Williams, top server Nora Campbell. Anna Fish had 20 assists. And then last night, Seymour picked up a 3-set straight win over Bloomington South, 25-9, 25-19, 25-15. Maggie Branham had 10 kills. Zoe Williams, 13 kills. Top hitters for Seymour, Nora Campbell, top server. And Anna Fish led the way with 31 assists. Seymour now 10-9. Halftime tonight, our fall sports spotlight is on the girls volleyball team. We'll talk with Seymour coach Angie Lucas. One upcoming note, tomorrow a big day for the girls golf team. They'll compete in the sectional at Otis Park. We'll talk more about that coming up at halftime as well. Up next, our weekly conversation with Seymour High School Athletic Director Kirk Mance. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
The People's Bank wants to say thank you to our community. Join us Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 locations for a Community Appreciation Day. Enjoy a delicious lunch catered by Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus fun prizes and giveaways all afternoon. It's our way of celebrating you, our neighbors, our friends, and our community. So mark your calendars and bring the family. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 People's Bank locations. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Looking for straight teeth without breaking the bank? At Jackson County Dental in Seymour, you can enjoy top-tier care with Invisalign that fits your busy lifestyle and budget. For the week of September 22nd through 25th, score a free Invisalign line consultation, plus get up to 30% off select treatments at Jackson County Dental. Take those first steps toward your best smile. Call us now at 812-522-8608 to schedule your appointment. Jackson County Dental, downtown Seymour.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Back on our pregame show as we get set for the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, and it's time for our weekly athletic report with Seymour High School Athletic Director Kirk Mans. And Kirk, we have first post-season action tomorrow, girls golf sectional at Otis Park. It always gets here, it seems like it gets here earlier and earlier, but this is about the time. But we certainly wish them the best of luck. They've actually had a very nice year. They've improved tremendously from where they were at the start of the season till now.
Yeah, first of all, it's really good to have you back. And we missed you last week, so certainly good to have you back and feeling better. Everybody's glad to see that. So talking about golf, last weekend, or this past week, was the HHC Golf Championship. Emmy Followell did a nice job. She finished in the top 10 as an individual, and our golf team has gotten better as the year. We seem to always get better. I think Jim does a really good job and works with the kids and works with the girls in the fall and the boys in the spring. But we've gotten better. But yeah, we'll be heading into sectional play already, and it doesn't seem like it's time yet, but here we go. And so we're looking forward to that. And then Monday, we begin a Hoosier Hills Conference tournament with our boys tennis team, and our boys tennis team's had a really nice year. And we play at home on Monday at 5:30, and hopefully we'll get some people out to see this group. They've done a really nice job. Kids are doing a great job. PJ's doing a great job, and so looking forward to see what that next week will hold. And hoping for a win on Monday, and then I think we play the winner of Floyd and Jennings.
It's homecoming this week, and I've said this year in and year out. At homecoming, it's a lot of fun for the kids. I think earlier today they were all out at the football field with volleyball and powder puff and a lot of it's a lot of excitement around the school. Homecoming week always brings that, doesn't it?
Always does. And tonight, we'll have the homecoming festivities, and those will happen right before the game starts tonight, as far as the king and queen and that sort of thing. And then there's always the homecoming dance tomorrow night. So it's always a good time, Spirit Week through the week and through this past week. And but we talk about tonight a little bit. Always have a really good crowd for homecoming night, and try to get there early if you can.
It's another reason to come early, right?
Try to get there early, and if you can, purchase your tickets online. Picture those Seymour Owls Athletics, and you can get those. And that way, the lines you can enter at the far gate. You won't have to wait in any line if you have your ticket digitally. But please try to get there early. Don't wait till the last minute.
We're here as we talk about golf sectional tomorrow and tennis, and then next Friday we'll be talking about the tennis sectional and soccer sectional, so they'll be here before you know it. And we've really been fortunate when it comes to the weather not to have a whole lot of postponements this year, have we?
No, we haven't. We had some early thunderstorms, but those always seem to happen on days that we didn't have contests scheduled, and those got in the way of practices. But the temperature cooled down for us for that 10-day period, which was really nice, and it just heated up a little bit now, but it's really nice and pleasant. And so we've been lucky. We've had years where it goes the other way, where it's thunderstorms and you're having issues getting matches and games in. But this has been a great weather for us fall-wise. All our teams, volleyball won last night as well, and they're going forward. I'm not sure, but that might be 5 or 6 now in a row, maybe more than that. So they always get better this time of year, and that's the key. Teams are getting better. Kids are responding to coaching, and so just in time, hopefully, for our HHC tournaments and then sectional play.
Yeah, I bet you it was a good night for Seymour Athletics last night. All 4 sports teams in action got victories, and that's always a good thing. Coach, as always, good to talk with you, and we'll talk again next week before the Brownstown game.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Owls.
Up next, our scouting report on the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, including a conversation with their head coach, Braden Tidd. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest. To us at New Legacy.
The doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center in Seymour are proud to have cared for the vision needs of the community since 1998. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Don't miss your yearly exam. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at SchneiderPlumbingandHVAC.com. Bryant, whatever it takes. BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
Back on our pregame show, the Owls and the Bedford North Lawrence Stars tonight, 7 o'clock, Hoosier Hills Conference matchup. Time now for our scouting report on the visitors, the BNL Stars, coached by Braden Tidd in his first year. Former player at Bedford, graduated in 2016, and he has led a resurgence of a Bedford team that is 3-1 on the season. Considering the Stars last year won just 2 games, he has turned them around this year with wins over Martinsville 33-15, Jeffersonville 48-27, and New Albany last week 38-3. Braden Tidd in his first year as the head coach. We had a chance to talk with him earlier this week. Here was our conversation. Well, Coach Tidd, first of all, thanks for taking the time to join us. Obviously, at 3-1, consider the last couple of years for BNL football. This has been a nice turnaround. What's been the difference for the success the Stars have had this year?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's just going back to the basics, and most importantly, like I've been telling everyone, when you come off a season like they had last year and even the last couple of years, I think the most important thing is just building confidence back up in the guys and really like showing them, making them believe that we can be a really good ball club. And so I think that's just been important, getting back to the details, helping build their confidence and just showing them by, how we operate things in practice that they can be a really good football team if they put their minds to it.
Yeah, you do have a veteran group, too, as far as kids that have varsity experience, so that certainly does help.
Yeah, we have a lot of our guys played last year, and I know there's been a couple that even started or saw the field as a sophomore, so I know that definitely helps, and especially, when you're coming in with a whole new staff and a whole new group, it definitely helps to have experienced guys.
Well, one of them, obviously, the headliner is Dason Kirby, leading the state in passing. What's been the key to his success through the first 4 ball games, Coach?
Yeah, I think just staying really patient and just trusting the system. Just getting his reads and getting the ball out quick. Our offense isn't super complicated. It's just he's got to make sure that he trusts his reads and gets the ball out fast and knows where he's going with the ball. And I think, with being a senior captain, he's taken on that role, in all aspects, and he's learning the offense, and he's kind of on the same wavelength with me as far as, what I have an idea about what I want to call. So, he's done a really nice job of checking things at the line when he sees things, and just being a leader and just trusting himself and his guys.
You know, looking at your stats, obviously 5 guys with at least 9 receptions, so it's not just one guy that he's targeting. He's got some multiple options, and that certainly does help.
Yeah, we have some studs out there and a bunch of multi-sport athletes and just guys that come in every day and work their tails off. And, it's a really good group. And the good thing about it is, too, we're about 7-8 guys deep there, too. So it really helps. Like we had a kid go down 2 weeks ago, and last week, Driven Axum stepped in and had a really nice game. I'm just really proud of that group, too, and just how they come in and work and just trusting what we're wanting to do.
I know you had a good game last week against New Albany, allowing just 3 points. Defensively, are you pleased with where you're at through 4 ball games?
Yeah, I really am. Those guys play really hard, man, and they fly around to the football. And Coach Snyder's got those things. He got things rolling on that side of the ball. And I think last game we really stepped into that physicality that I was wanting to see a little bit more of. I know we've showed it pretty well the first couple of weeks, but I think last week we really stepped into that physicality role early on, like I've been harping on these guys about. So I thought they did a nice job. I'm very pleased.
Coach, what are your impressions, what you've seen on film from Seymour?
Yeah, I was talking to our radio guy yesterday. I think I've seen a lot of good things from them. Fundamentally, I mean, you always know the Seymour teams. That's what we were talking about is fundamentally, these guys are always going to be fundamentally sound. They're going to be in the right spots. And, with Tyson and some of the other guys on staff, like they're going to be really well coached. And so those ball clubs to me are always the dangerous ones. You got to go in and expect that they're going to be in their spots. So you have to be able to execute. And these are the games, man. You let good fundamental teams come out and out execute you on day one stuff. You're in for a long night.
What's the number one thing for your ball club that you feel like you have to do to be successful tonight?
Yeah, I think like I always tell our guys, it doesn't matter who we play. Just making sure we're getting to our spots. We're not worried about what spots other teams are in, but we're getting to our spots and trusting that one, the coaches are calling what they believe is going to put them in the right spots to be successful, and 2, that they're going to trust that when they get to their spots, either their quarterback or their lineman or whoever is also going to be in their right spots and just make things go. So I think it's a lot of just relying on ourselves and trusting ourselves and not worried about anything that we can't control, such as the other team or anything else like that.
Brayton Tidd, head coach of the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, taking the time to join us. Coach, I appreciate the time. Congratulations on the great start so far, and best of luck to you in your career at Bed BNL.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for reaching out, and this was a lot of fun.
Mentioned briefly there in the interview, the quarterback for the Stars, Dalton Kirby, is the state's leading passer, according to Max Preps. Coming into play tonight, Kirby has completed 60% of his passes, 78 of 129 for 1,437 yards. That is the most. His average per game is number 1 at 359.2. He's thrown for 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. As far as the series between the two teams, the Owls won last year's meeting easily by a score of 49-0, or 49-0. The Stars have had success here at Bullitt Stadium. As a matter of fact, Bedford has won 3 straight against the Owls here at Seymour. Seymour trying to put that streak to an end here tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll spend some time with a Seymour assistant coach tonight, Kyle Montana. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get SciHo Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with SciHo Insurance Services. At SciHo, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at sciho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become SciHo Smart.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships, online at bobboyner.com.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
Back on our pregame show, and our coach of the week is Kyle Montana. Kyle is defensive back coach, also helps with the JV team as well. And you've kind of first really full year on varsity. You've spent a lot of years with the middle school team. What was the switch to varsity? Was this something you were looking to do, or has Coach Moore talked to you about it?
Well, they approached me at the end of last year. I did have to think really hard about it because, as you mentioned, I was with the middle school for a while, and I helped with that staff down there, and we had some really nice success. And truth be told, I still do miss it to a degree, but I thought the idea of taking a challenge on up here, both in just the level of the game, obviously, and also time commitment. Varsity's 7 days a week. But I thought, the more I thought about it, I thought that it was exciting to try to take on that challenge and just try to help up here, and ultimately that's the decision I made.
Now, when you were coaching at the middle school, were you primarily a defensive coach like you are here?
Yeah, so I basically just coordinated the defense for both the grades, essentially, and just made sure everything was ran right on the defensive side. And, of course, I had a ton of help. The staff down there is awesome. Sure. Andy and Mitch and all those guys are great. So, yeah, I was primarily responsible for basically just getting the defense structure set up and then making sure everybody knew what their roles and responsibilities were in terms of each, the linebackers, the defensive backs, the position groups and stuff, and then just kind of took it from there.
On the varsity, you're the defensive back coach, secondary, safeties, corners, things like that. Talk a little bit about how you think they have performed this year up until the point.
Well, I think they've done well. There's been, early on in the season, definitely some sloppy tackling. I think I've seen improvement in the tackling and getting to the ball and fundamental good low tackling the last couple of games. It was pretty rough early on. But overall, we have I believe we have at least 2 interceptions on the season so far. I think they're showing progress. They're trying to get around the ball, and again, it's not a finished product. The defense as a whole, we're working on trying to keep coming together and playing a good brand of defense. But yeah, defensive back wise, I think they've really bought into what I've been preaching and things like that, and I've really kind of appreciated their efforts so far.
You're also dealing, obviously, with the injury bug as well. I know Charlie Rocky was going to be a big factor back there, and he obviously hadn't been available. So you've had some new people, and Aaron Holt moved up to more of a linebacker role this year. So you have been dealing with some new people, at least early on here, haven't you, at these positions?
Yeah, losing Charlie was huge. When I took the job, I was looking forward to, being around all the boys, but I knew Charlie would be one of the most vocal leaders on the back end for the defense. And obviously it's out of his control. It's unfortunate, and we're, wishing the best on his recovery going into the winter and in the baseball season. But yeah, losing him forced us obviously to move some pieces around. Aaron's more of a box player in this 4-2-5 scheme. He's been doing a good job and buying in on that. And then, we've been moving a couple pieces around here and there with Milken between safety, and we got Cooper at safety now, and Milken down at corner. And last week I think that looked pretty good. So obviously we'll get tested this week for sure in that. But I've appreciated their buy-in and their willingness to kind of adapt to the changes as they come.
Yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about Bedford, their quarterback, number one in the state as far as passing yardage goes. They do throw a lot of quick outs and allow their receivers to do a lot of work. But what about this quarterback that impresses you?
Oh, he gets the ball really quick. If I'm not mistaken, I think he actually didn't. I think he was pulled from the game last year when we played him, and we had a really nice night against him all around. Obviously, it's a new staff over there, but if you watch the film, he gets it out on time. It's accurate. He knows where to go with it, and he's confident. And obviously his receivers across the board are really good too. So yeah, you're right. A lot of quick stuff. Like I said earlier, in terms of swarming to the ball, good fundamental tackling, getting to the ball quick and tackling in space is going to be just absolutely huge because, not to be cliche, but obviously you usually want to take like a bend, don't break type mentality on defense and not give up the big plays. But if you don't tackle in space, obviously the small plays turn into big plays pretty quick. So yeah, he puts the ball where it needs to be. Props to him for the improvement he's made in the last 365. He deserves to be commended for that, but we hope to give him at least a speed bump Friday night for sure.
You also help with the JV. You're kind of the defensive coordinator on the JV team. The JV team, I think, has won a couple games this year. Talk about that role and as far as what this defensive JV has done this year.
They've done good. I mean, we're 2-2, like you said. I mean, it's a tough sled a little bit. I mean, given the situation we're in, nobody's control. It's a very young JV team. We had to pull up the freshmen to play a JV schedule, so a lot of young kids on that JV. But you know what? They've played hard every week. We took one on the chin against Columbus East a couple weeks ago. But we obviously didn't play perfect, but they did a lot of things right, and it just didn't necessarily matter on the scoreboard at the end of the day just because of the physical maturity difference. But they came back last week against Floyd. We beat them 14-6. Floyd scored, 6 points on their first drive and didn't score again. So super proud of the team in general, all around, gritty performance. And obviously I know all these boys from when I had them all at middle school. Sure. So it's a pleasure to be around them again and coach them again and keep growing with them as we go here. So they're making the best of the situation, and I look forward to the games to come.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. Continued success with the coaching career here at Seymour. Always enjoy talking with you.
Thank you.
Kyle Montana, defensive back coach, our coach of the week. We'll take a break. Coming up, our commissioner's report and the Hoosier Hills Conference, all coming up on the pregame. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
The People's Bank wants to say thank you to our community. Join us Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 locations for a Community Appreciation Day. Enjoy a delicious lunch catered by Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus fun prizes and giveaways all afternoon. It's our way of celebrating you, our neighbors, our friends, and our community. So mark your calendars and bring the family. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 People's Bank locations. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, week 5 of the high school football season approaching us. We have a girls golf sectionals beginning this week. Tell me I'm losing my mind. It doesn't seem possible that we're already there. And on top of that, October the 12th will be the pairing show for football. So help me understand what's going on.
You know, the days get shorter, coaches, and as the days get shorter, we get closer to tournament season, and that's, just right around the corner. You know, girls golf, we started back the first week of August, and they've been playing and getting better, and we're going to start the March Storage Prairie View Golf Course where we hold the state finals here this weekend, so it should be shaping up to be a really good tournament. But, yeah, time flies in football and pairing shows and you know, everything that we do as far as fall sport offerings is right around the corner. We're excited to get there, but the good thing is we're ready. You know, we plan every day for our tournaments and constantly have conversations with people who are going to host for us, our members, our great member schools. Let's see what kind of spin we can put on this year's chapter of IHSAA Sports.
If you want to be a real sports fan, you need to think about becoming a licensed official in the IHSAA. It's a shortage. It's a problem, not just here in Indiana, but across the country. So give that a thought. What can people do, Paul? Can they go to a portion of your website and find out how to get involved in becoming a licensed official?
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to ihsaa.org, and there's a tab at the top of the page that has the word officials on it. If you simply click on that officials, it'll start walking you through the process. And you know, we encourage people. We love to play the game, and one way you can always stay connected is becoming an official. And we've got I constantly hear from officials about how much they enjoy it, number one, but how close they've become to other other officials. And it's really kind of it's a neat group of guys. I mean, they play golf together and they learn how to become better officials. And I know some that even travel together when they're going on vacation. They become that close with other officials. And I always tell people, you never have to quit playing the game. You just got to do something different. Some people coach it, some people watch it, but the best thing to do is go out and officiate these contests.
We've talked about a lot of things. You're on the road still, meeting with your constituents around the state in your annual fall meetings with schools. I'm hopeful that continues to be successful and beneficial for everybody with everybody involved.
It is. It's so important for us with 410 member schools now for us to get out and meet with each of them. And we travel to 8 different spots around the state over a period of time, and we want to present information, but also we want to be on a listening tour. And whether we're talking in the hallway before or after or during the meeting, it gives us a chance to touch base with our membership because not all of our schools look the same. And if you're at Shakamak with a 1A school, it looks different than if you're at Carmel High School here in central Indiana.
We continue to march toward the end of football. Week number 5 is upon us as we speak. To this point, you and the rest of your staff have done a masterful job of handling the weather.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Weather is certainly something that's very important to us. People get out in nice nights, but Coach, one thing now too, if we do end up with a bad weather evening, there's an opportunity to watch these games on ihsatv.org, and you can get out and a lot of games are broadcast on Friday and Saturday nights, and there's a chance to continue to watch the games, even if the weather's not so great. And we would encourage people to try that option also if the weather dictates that.
Once again, Commissioner, thanks for your time. Be safe on the highways, and thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Coach. And everybody tune in to Friday and Saturday night as you travel home so you can listen to Coach talk about all the great games in the state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Have you recently reviewed your home and auto insurance policies? Do you have adequate coverage in place? We at Stahl Insurance are here to help. Come see us at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour. Our agents Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, and Chris Stahl can help evaluate your current policies and make sure proper coverage is in place. That's Stahl Insurance at 812-524-0692 or come see us at 211 North Chestnut Street across from City Hall.
Looking for straight teeth without breaking the bank? At Jackson County Dental in Seymour, you can enjoy top-tier care with Invisalign that fits your busy lifestyle and budget. For the week of September 22nd through 25th, score a free Invisalign line consultation. Plus, get up to 30% off select treatments at Jackson County Dental. Take those first steps toward your best smile. Call us now at 812-522-8608 to schedule your appointment. Jackson County Dental, downtown Seymour.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Many people do not know that our eyes tell a lot about our health. That is why at Connor Smith Eye Center, Dr. Smith, Lambring, and Brooks believe it is very important to have a complete eye exam once a year. If you are diabetic, you are more likely to develop retinal damage to the eye. With a regular eye exam, your eye doctor can monitor the symptoms leading to this problem. Do not wait until it's too late. Visit their website at connorsmitheyecenter.com for more information, or call for an appointment today, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Just a few minutes until kickoff. The Owls and the Bedford North Lawrence Stars, both teams have gone back to their locker rooms as we are getting closer to kickoff. Quick check of the conference news and notes. Bedford is one of 3 undefeateds in conference play. Them and Columbus East are both 2-0. Floyd Central has played one conference game. That was last week against Seymour. Jeffersonville sits at 1-1. Jennings County and New Albany are both 0-1. Seymour, unfortunately, at the bottom at 0-3 on the season. Tonight, busy conference night. 3 conference games. Floyd Central, they're at Jeffersonville, and New Albany is at Columbus East. Madison is at Jennings County. So we'll see tonight. Of course, next week, a big night conference-wise as well, with Bedford playing at Floyd Central. So it could be a couple of teams. Hopefully the Stars are not undefeated next week when they play Floyd Central, but we'll wait and see after tonight's contest. Brownstown Central, the opponent next week for the Owls. They're playing North Harrison tonight. So we'll see about that. As far as tops in the conference, Bedford North Lawrence, or I beg your pardon, Floyd Central, is the top scoring team in the conference, while the stingiest team in the conference is Bedford North Lawrence, giving up just 74 points. New Albany is the least scoring team in the conference. They've only scored 17 points this year in 4 ball games, while giving up 160. So it's been a rough go for the Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go down onto the field and talk with head coach Tyson Moore. Our last word before kickoff. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, is ready to help. Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 812-522-2070 or visit them online at schneiderplumbingandhvac.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down on the field, it's our last word before kickoff as the Owls get set to take on the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. And, Coach, obviously you have to put last week behind us. We get ready for a new week tonight at home. Going to be a nice night weather-wise, but another good challenge. Bedford comes in a very much improved football team.
Yeah, much improved from a year ago. We look for it to be a good football game tonight, defensively and offensively. They do a lot of good things. They've got a lot of experience back from last year. But much different, as you alluded to. So we've got our work cut out for us, and we've got to execute and make plays.
We talked about this at the coaches show, but playing 48 minutes of football is important. We seem to put together a quarter and a half, but we just simply can't get over the hump, and that's a key tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't played a full game yet, and that's been a disappointing thing so far this season. So, our goal is always to put 4 quarters together, 2 sides of the ball together, and that hopefully we can do that tonight.
Obviously getting off to a good start. So we did against Columbus East. We got the ball. We went down and scored. But with their offense as prolific as it is, it's important to sustain drives, pick up third downs, make it third and reasonable yards.
Yeah, those methodical drives will really help us out tonight, especially with how well they move the football. They throw it around a lot. So we've got to be defensively. We got to be ready to go. And then offensively, we got to work the clock. We got to play football the way we have, a couple weeks ago, and let it go from there.
Mentally, this team, are we still there?
I sure hope so. We had a decent week of practice, so we'll find out tonight.
Okay, Coach, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, man. Go Owls.
Opening kick and the starting lineups is next at Seymour and Bedford North Lawrence. That all comes your way on 92.7 WXKU.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium as we are just about set for high school football as the captains are meeting at center 50-yard line. It's time to check the starting lineups brought to you by Pizza Palace. Stop in and mention tonight's game night special and get a 16-inch 2-topping pizza for only $19.99. Again, the starting lineup special from Pizza Palace, a 16-inch 2-topping pizza for only $19.99. The Owls won the toss and elected to receive. So let's take a look at their offensive unit. Up front, the right tackle is Austin Rehart, a freshman. The right guard is Evan Von Haney, a senior. The center is Diego Aguilar, a senior. Blake Stainbrook is the left guard, a junior. And Chase Smith is the left tackle and a senior. The receivers, Alex Milliken, a senior. The slots are Everett Jackson, a sophomore, and Trayshawn Hawkins, a senior. One of the other receivers, Charlie Bruce, a senior. The tight end is Jackson Fox, a junior, and the quarterback is Max Coates, a junior. The Owls come in with a record of 0-4. Bedford North Lawrence is 3-1. They have won 2 straight. They beat Jeffersonville 2 weeks ago, 48-27, and knocked off New Albany 38-3 a week ago. And if you're looking at this team on paper, they are a prolific passing team. Their quarterback, Dason Kirby, is the state's leading passer. He has thrown for over 1,400 yards. He's 78 of 129 on the year with 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. They line up in the spread offense. They don't even list a tight end on their 2 deep, but they do run a lot of the option, the wide receiver option, the wide receiver screen, curls, if you will. So I'll be looking for that. So the key, as I talked with Coach Moore before the game, is simply ball control, right? The Owls have to simply, when they get the ball, take advantage of the situation, take advantage of picking up good yardage on first down, moving the sticks, and keeping that prolific Bedford North Lawrence offense on the sideline. The Stars average 34 points a ball game. They give up 18 points a ball game. Jay Everett along with Lance Hubbard tonight from Bullitt Stadium as we are set for action. And somebody needs to tell Mickey that the clock, there we go. Now he's going to have to reset it. The clock was moving early. But looking forward to bringing you action here tonight on a nice Friday evening for football. It's homecoming tonight. They had the homecoming festivities. Lance, you remember homecoming last year, of course, earlier today. They had the powder puff and the volleyball and the soccer. And it's a lot of fun for the high school here homecoming week, isn't it?
It is different kind of sports during school in the morning. Girls playing football, boys playing volleyball. You got soccer, you got tug of war, different kind of other activities. So it's a good day for homecoming here at football.
But you got to put all that behind you and focus on a football game, and that's what we are set to do here tonight. The Stars have it teed up at the 40-yard line. Their kicker is Parker Beeson. He's a 6', 163-pound senior. Got a nice leg to him. He was kicking 35, 40-yarders with consistency during the pregame warm-up. He's had 5 field goals this year already for the Stars. So he's got it teed up at the 40. The Owls. Back deep is Aaron Holt and Alex Milliken. And we're set for football. Glad you're with us here on a Friday night from Bullitt Stadium. As Beeson has it teed up, as he will move to the ball and boot it away at the high end over end kick. That Holt will take it the 5, up to the 10, the 15. Gets hit right about the 20-yard line, and it'll go down right there. So the Owls will start first and 10. Looks like they'll put the ball right on the 20-yard line. That's where backs coach. And that crew will take over first and 10 for the Owls. See what formation the Owls come in. The Owls have had they've moved the ball. Really, there hasn't been a game in which they haven't had success moving the ball. The problem is finishing drives. I think 3 times last week they were stopped on downs in the Floyd Central game. So it's a matter of putting drives together and get them in the end zone. The wing T formation is where they'll line up as coach goes under center. He gives to Hawkins. Trayshawn tries to bounce it to the left. He then moves it back to the inside. Jumps over a tackler for about 2 yards, a short gain of 2, second down and 8. Stars line up in a traditional 3-4 defense. They only gave up 3 points last week against New Albany, although New Albany's only scored 17 points in 4 ball games. So you take that for whatever it's worth. But still, the Stars have, the matter of fact is they're winning ball games. Last year, we saw this program, and they were just not in good shape. But now, all of a sudden, here they are 3-1. Here's a quick handoff to Hawkins again. And he is hit this time right at the line of scrimmage. Brady Byers, senior linebacker, makes the stop. That'll be a loss of 2. So take back the 2 he gained on first down and make it a 3rd and 10. And these are just the situations the Owls want to avoid to be in 3rd and long, because they are not, this offense is just not made up to pick up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11s, and that's what they're facing right now.
Yeah, and they had a lot of those situations, 3rd and longs last weekend against Floyd Central. So see what we can do here on 3rd and 10.
Max will line up in the shotgun this time. He's got Brody Bowles and Hawkins sandwiching him. Back to throw. Wants to set up the screen. Now he's going to have to roll out to the pocket. He's going to be hit, and he'll step out of bounds. He wanted to set up the screen to Hawkins. Bedford read that perfectly. Again, it was Brady Byers. And that'll actually officially go down as a quarterback sack of 2 yards on Coates. It'll bring up a 4th down, and the Owls are 3 and out. And we'll have to punt it away, and that is just the opposite of what Seymour wanted to do to start this football game and go 3 and out. And now put Bedford in real good field position for that prolific offense that they have. Driven Axon is back deep for Aaron Holt's punt. As Holt gets it, and he will boot it away. It's a nice kick. That'll bounce about the 45. Axon will let it bounce inside the 40, and it will be down about the 38-yard line. So a nice job by Aaron Holt, a nice kick to get the Owls out of the shadow of their own goal line. 45-yard punt, and the Stars will take over. The quarterback again is Jason Kirby, is a 6'1", 176-pound senior, and as mentioned, he is the state's leading passer, according to Max Preps, via passing yards. He's thrown for 1,400 yards. That is 359 yards a game. We have a penalty? Nope.
Yeah, they're looking like he's backing it up. Initial ball's at 37. They're walking it back.
I didn't see what the call was.
I didn't either. I really didn't see a flag on the field. It's about 5 yards.
They're going to mark him back 10 yards. Or 5 yards.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
No,
it's
10 yards.
Must have been like a holding or something.
So they'll mark the ball at the 27-yard line, where the Stars will take over 1st and 10. They'll line up with 2 running backs. A lot of times they'll be in the spread formation. A quick throw out to the back, and it's caught by Jaden Gilbert. He's got a first down across midfield into Seymour territory at the 40. Down the sideline he goes, finally pushed out of bounds. And again, that is just a simple. Gilbert lines up in the backfield. He goes in motion. Kirby throws the screen to him, and Gilbert's able to get out for a long gain right into all the way into Seymour territory down to the 35-yard line. That's a 38-yard pass play on first down. That's what they do. They do a lot of those screenings, a lot of those short passes, and allow their receivers to do the work. They got four guys who have caught 9 or more balls this year, so he spreads it out nicely as far as who he throws it to. Again, the lineup with 2 running backs. This time they'll hand it off. Right up the middle, though, is Brody Horton. Actually, that's not Horton. That is Gilbert again. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. That's a 35-yard touchdown run, 2 plays, and the Stars are in the end zone. That did not take long at all.
Nope. He was not even touched either. Great blocking by the offensive line. Not even touched all the way for the 35-yard run.
So Jaden Gilbert, a 35-yard touchdown run. The Stars run 2 offensive plays. They get a 38-yard pass from Kirby to Gilbert and a 35-yard run by Gilbert. In to tap the extra point is Parker Beeson. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is good. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, 9:54 to play first quarter. It's Bedford North Lawrence 7, Seymour nothing. You're listening to Seymour Football.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
Bedford went 2 plays and 73 yards. Took 19 seconds off the clock. Capitalized by Gilbert's 35-yard touchdown run after his 38-yard completion. So nice start for the Stars.
7-0, Bedford in front, and the Owls will get the ball right back. So if you had to write the most likely start, that would have been it. 3 and outs, and Bedford goes 2 plays. And Jaden Gilbert, although he has been involved in some of the passing, he is not one of their top ball catchers, but does the job on that drive. Now Milliken will catch the kick at the 5-yard line, bring it up the sideline, runs right into a Bedford defender about the 20, and is able to get up to the 23-yard line where the Owls will set up shop at first down at their own 23-yard line.
I think he wasn't expecting that kick to go far back because he came in to start off with, and he caught the ball running backwards. So definitely not expecting the ball to be kicked that far over his head.
So let's see what the Owls can do here in response to that quick Bedford North Lawrence touchdown. The Owls down 7-0 as they'll come to the line of scrimmage. Max Coates lines up in the shotgun this time. He has Hawkins right behind him. Actually, no, Hawkins comes in motion. It's Milliken who gets the carry, and Milliken goes nowhere. Milliken on the jet sweep got the carry and is going to lose a yard. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. Owls of right now on the net negative total yards at this point. 2nd down and 12 at the 21-yard line. This time Milliken comes to the left. Charlie Bruce goes out wide to the right. Hawkins slot to the right. Brody Bowles, the fullback. Max takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to pass, throws it across the middle. Jackson Fox has it, first down, 40, 45, 50, and across midfield up to the 48-yard line. So a nice job that time by Max Coates. He fakes the handoff, and he rolls out and throws it 31 yards to Jackson Fox across midfield, and the Owls have a first down at the Bedford North Large 48.
Yeah, that's something we saw late last week against Floyd, getting Jackson open field, because like I said, once he gets the full head of steam, he's tough to be broke it down. If that Bedford player didn't catch the number, if he didn't make that tackle, Jackson's scoring. So let's see if we can get Jackson into the offense more tonight.
First down and 10 for the Owls across midfield at the Bedford 48. Milliken this time lines up, pinch to the right, as Coates will hand to Hawkins, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Noah Streisser, a 5'9", 200-pound junior. He read that perfectly, and he was in the backfield and got Hawkins just as he got the ball all the way back to the 47-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15. So the Owls have been stymied on the run here so far. To the line of scrimmage they come. This time Coates will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side and sandwich in the backfield. And this time it's Coates going to keep it across midfield and gets it up back to the original line of scrimmage. Read option play that time. He kept it. That was a kind of a last-minute decision. Almost had to rip it out of Trayshawn's hands. Does get it back to the original line of scrimmage and even give him an additional yard. So a gain of 6. I'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for Seymour at the Bedford 47-yard line.
Yeah, like I said, it's a very late decision. If he would have gave that, Maddox Wallace would have had a loss of about 5 or 6 yards once again. So definitely a nice read by Max in that read option to get positive yardage to still make it another 3rd and long, but it could have been a lot worse.
I was taking a little extra time in the huddle. Play clock down to 10 as they come to the line. 3rd down and 9 at the Bedford 47. Receivers 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Coates in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left. Got some pressures looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it in and run, and he's going to be right at the state. Nope, he's going to step out about the 40-yard line. But do we have a flag down?
Yeah, that far side.
Yep, we have a flag down on the far sideline. It's a 7-yard gain. It'll be about a 4th and 2. Let's see what the flag is on. Seymour signaling against Bedford. Face mask against the Stars. So they've thrown 5 additional yards to that end of the run. That's a first down.
It was on that far side, too, on the complete opposite side of where the play happened. So must be like a DB fighting to the block with the receiver or trying to prevent going out on the route.
Yeah, you're right. It was. So the Owls get 5 additional yards to that run, and that's enough for a first down. So move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the Bedford 34-yard line. Coates under center this time. Takes the snap, hands to Hawkins. Trayshawn tries to bounce it back. Now a flag comes in. That's generally going to be a holding right in the middle unless they got another face mask. But no, I think that's going to be a hold. Indeed, it's a holding penalty against the Owls. Bedford will accept that penalty and mark Seymour back 10 yards, and it'll bring up a 1st and 20. Back at the Bedford 45-yard line. Those are penalties that for the Owls are just costly because you're putting yourself now in a 1st and long situation. You put yourself behind the 8 ball before the drive starts. Coates going to hand to Hawkins, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. I'm telling you what, nobody is getting a touch on these Bedford linebackers. Brady Byers has been in that backfield 3 different times. That's a loss of 2, and it'll make it a 2nd and 22. They have first down to gain is the Bedford 25. The ball is resting at the Bedford 47. Clock moving as we go under 6 minutes to play. 7-0 Stars in front. They ran 2 plays on their opening drive and scored. The Owls had a 3-and-out punt on their first drive. This is their second drive that they did have down to the Bedford 35, but a penalty has set them back, and now 2nd and 22 at the 47. Coach in shotgun takes the snap, back to throw. He's got some pressure, steps up, throws it down the field, and it's intercepted.
No, incomplete. He dropped it. That should be an incomplete. He dropped it.
The defender, Luke Morris, had it in his hands, but he was unable to hold it as he went to the turf. That back official immediately signaled incomplete pass. But again, Coates had pressure in the backfield. He is simply not allowed, hasn't been able to step up one time yet without the pressure. And now it's 3rd and 22 at the Bedford 47-yard line.
Looks like Max was trying to throw it out of bounds, too, and he left it a little too far into the field where he's just got to chuck it out of bounds away from everybody.
2 receivers lined up to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw his coach. Looks like he wants to set up the screen. Hawkins has it, and he's not going to go anywhere. He gets across the 45. Actually drags tacklers down inside the 40 to the Bedford 38-yard line. That's a pickup of, we'll call it 11. Well, pickup of 9. But that still leaves the Owls well short, 4th and about 13. And they'll bring their punt unit in as Aaron Holt will come in to punt it away. So Seymour moves the ball a couple first downs, but it eventually stalls. And again, that penalty hurt the Owls on first down. There's a snap. And before that, a false start's going to be called on Seymour. So another walk-off of 5 yards on the outs.
Yeah, that's something you really rarely see from Seymour. The past 2 games combined, they've only had two penalties, one in each game. The past 2 games, that's already their second here in the first quarter. Definitely unusual to see penalties from Seymour.
4th down, 18. Ball back at the 43-yard line of Bedford. The returner, Axum for Bedford, standing about his 10-yard line. There's the punt by Aaron. It's a low drive that hits about the 20, rolls inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and throws all the way down to the 1-yard line. Well, there you go. Aaron Holt, 42-yard punt, and he does the job as he pins the Stars at the 1-yard line. Now, it's the defense's job to keep him down there. That's why you punt it there. You play the field position, but Bedford ran 2 plays from scrimmage their first time, and 38-yard pass play and a 35-yard run play for a touchdown. So this time they'll start literally in the shadow of their own end zone at the 1-yard line.
I don't think the ball can get any closer to the goal line.
No, I don't think so.
Not sure about the coverage people letting it roll all the way down close to the goal line as they can, too.
And they still line up in the spread formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The running back is Brody Horton to Kirby's left. Kirby's going to throw a quick screen. It's complete. And not much on the completion. Who was that, Lance? Was it Goodman? Malachi Goodman? Malachi Goodman on the reception. He's going to give him 4. We'll give him 3. Okay. Put the ball down at the 4-yard line. 2nd down and 7. And this time, 2 receivers split to either side. Kirby in the shotgun with Horton to his left. Takes the snap. Hands to Horton this time, and he will get it right up to the line of scrimmage and stop right there. Braden Riley on the tackle. By the way, Lance, Braden Riley is wearing 53 tonight, or 52 instead of 34, so keep that in mind. 2-yard gain for Horton. 3rd down and 6. He came up to Kurt and I were down on the field earlier, and he came up and he said, hey, he goes, so you know that I'm number 52 tonight, not 34. So I appreciate the heads up. Third down, big third down here for the Owls. See if they can get the Stars off the field here. 3rd and 4 at the 7-yard line. There's the snap. Back to throw. He throws a long pass out here, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Alex Milliken. He tried to throw a jump ball to Cam Gates, and Alex Milliken was right there with him one-on-one. He jumped up and made the catch.
Yeah, Gates trying to go over top of Milliken, and Milliken, using his receiver skills, jumped up. It looked like Milliken, who is 5'11", Cal Gates had about an inch or two taller than him. So nice job by Milliken, jumping up, snagging it out of the air, preventing the catch, and see if Seymour with great starting position at the 29, see if they can do something.
They'll line up in the wing tee. Hawkins to the right. The hand is to Brody Bowles, and Bowles gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. And we'll give him 0 on that carry. 2nd down and 10. Clock moving with 2:40 to play. First quarter, the Owls down 7-0. Again, Seymour has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Number 8's out there. He's not on the roster.
I know. I'm wondering who that is. Back to throw his coach. He throws a left for Milliken, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw it up to Alex down the right sideline, and Luke Moore is able to broke it up.
Just a little bit underthrown, but it was a good idea. If he throws it out a little further ahead of him, Alex can run onto it. It looked like he did have a step on him, but it was just a little bit unthrown, and Luke Morris had time to get back and swat it down.
Yeah, we don't have a number 8 on Seymour's roster, so I'm not sure who that is. Almost looks like it's, I'm not going to say who I think. Might be Tyler Bobb, a freshman. We'll check to see who that is. He lines up in the slot, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Coach back to throw, throws the screen pass. It's complete to Charlie Bruce. I beg your pardon, Jackson Fox, number 12, and he picks up 3. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and the Owls will go for it, obviously, at the Bedford North Lawrence 26-yard line. Clock moving with 1:45 to play. Bedford North Lawrence up by a score of 7-0. The Owls, following the interception by Milliken, have it, though, 4th and 7 at the 26. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun, Coach back to throw. Pump fakes across the middle. Now he's going to roll out to the right. He's got some pressure, throws downfield, incomplete. Hadn't. Hawkins breaking free, but again, Max was under all kind of pressure. He tried to throw a quick out right across the middle, and it wasn't there. And then he rolled out to the right and unable to do anything with it. And the Owls are stopped on downs, and they waste a really good opportunity there. And basically what that does is it almost makes it like it was a completed pass by Bedford instead of the interception. So Stars will have it 1st and 10 now at their own 26-yard line. So the Owls cannot capitalize on the INT. 2 receivers to either side as Kirby is lined up in the shotgun. Now he throws a quick out. Pass is caught by Gilbert. And he'll be run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Pickup of 5. We'll give him the 31, 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. And again, nothing fancy there on the route. Just a simple down, about a 5-yard down the field, slant to the right, and Kirby hits him.
And like I said, nothing wrong with that. And they'll take 5 yards on first down.
Absolutely, they will.
Look at this high-powered passing offense.
Goodman and Gates come out to the left. Gilbert and Kern to the right in the shotgun. Kirby hands to Horton this time. Right up the middle. Gets hit short of the first down. Down about the 34-yard line. We'll give him 3 on the carry. Bring up a 3rd and 2 as the clock rolls to under a minute to play here in the first quarter. BNL up 7-0. A quick moving first quarter in the sense of no timeouts. There's been couple of change of possessions, but again, 2 receivers either side. Kirby with Horton to his right. Now show blitz. Back to throw is Kirby. Cross the middle. Passes incomplete. Way overthrown. Intended for Gilbert's. Try to hit Gilbert on the streak right across the middle. And it's incomplete. The Stars will bring out their punt unit on 4th down. So another nice job by the Owls defense to force the Stars this time into a punt. The punter for the Stars is Cam Gates. Back deep for the Owls, Aaron Holt and Alex Milliken will join him. There's the kick away from Gates. It's a high kick that Holt will take at the 32, up to the 40, 45, breaks a tackle across midfield. He lost the football, but I think he came right back to him. I think it hit the turf and it bounced right back to him. So again, the Owls set up in great field position at the Bedford North Lawrence 49-yard line. So the Owls defense, I mean, you can't. After that first series,
they've settled down
and done a nice job. The Owls offense just simply has to take advantage of the opportunities now. This will be the second straight drive that they start in Bedford territory. However, this one at the 49, but still, great field position. Got to take advantage. They'll line up again in the wing T formation. They'll split box out to the left. Milliken H-back to the right. Bedford has a slow guy coming up. Here's a pitch back to Hawkins, trying to get him out in the open a little bit. He will get it across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And the clock is moving. And the Owls simply they don't have to run another play, and I don't think they will. That's going to be the end of the first quarter of play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Bedford North Lawrence 7, Seymour nothing. More Seymour football coming up in just a moment.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance, we are here when you need us.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium, along with Lance Hubbard, Jay Hubbard here as the Owls take on the Bedford North Lawrence Stars. It's 7-0 at BNL as we begin the second quarter. The Owls have it 2nd down and 5 at the Bedford 44-yard line. Coates under center. Takes the snap, hands to Milliken on the jet sweep. Milliken tries to bounce it to the outside. He does to the 40, 35, and down to the 31-yard line. Nice job that time by Alex Milliken, cutting it back up the middle. 15-yard gain, and the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the Bedford North Lawrence 29-yard line. Once again, the Owls in Bedford territory. They started got a drive down to the 35-yard line, and they started a drive at the 30. 2 separate drives that have reached the 30-yard line, but no points to this point in the contest. Here's a handoff to Hawkins up the middle. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Great shot, Hawkins. Took the handoff and went right up the middle. 11:30 to play here in the second quarter, and the Owls indeed take advantage of the short field and score on the Trayshawn Hawkins.
Yeah, it was a very nice block by the center, Diego Aguilar. He kind of no tackle was right there where he was. Diego Aguilar pinched him out, gave a nice hole for Trayshawn as he took it up the middle, broke a couple of tackles to cap off his 29-yard touchdown run.
Adrian Medina in to kick the extra point.
That's Jackson Fox. Adrian Medina's not suited up.
Actually, Jackson Fox, you're right. I knew that. Jackson Fox is ready to tee it up. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away. And the kick is good. 11:30 on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. It's Seymour 7, Bedford North Lawrence 7. Back with the Owls kickoff in a minute. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships, online at bobpointer.com.
Seymour goes 49 yards and 3 plays in 52 seconds, capped off by a 29-yard rushing touchdown by Tayshawn Hawkins, as they even up the score at 7 apiece with 11:30 remaining here in the second quarter.
11:30 left as the Owls will tee it up as Jackson Fox will kick it away back deep for the Stars, Jaden Gilbert. And that's Driven Axon. As Fox sets it up and will pooch kick it down. And it will be caught on a knee by Axum at the 20-yard line. So, not bad. It's like kicking a touchback. And the Stars will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So, Owls defense back-to-back possessions with an INT and a forcing a punt. And the Owls have come back and tied it up on that Tayshawn Hawkins run. Now the defense out there again as Bedford starts actually mark it at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. As Jason Kirby has it teed up. 2 receivers to either side. The snap, the hand to Horton, tries to bounce it to the outside, and he is hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and maybe even a loss of a yard. Looked like Jacob Dow, first man for the Owls to hit Horton. We'll give him right at the line of scrimmage, bring up a 2nd down and 10. And this time, Bedford comes out with 3 receivers to the left, to the right, 1 to the left. Kirby in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to throw. Now he's got some pressure. He rolls out to the left. He throws it up the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Tayshawn Hawkins. And then Aaron Holt came and drilled the receiver, Parker Kern, to make sure he didn't catch it off the deflection.
Yeah, Nolan Bartels also had pressure in the backfield, chasing down Kirby, preventing from him to be able to make a good throw, making a little rush. I shot, but Hawkins' active hands deflect it.
So a big 3rd down here for the Owls. 3rd and 10 for Bedford at their own 21-yard line. Again, 2 receivers line to the right, 2 to the left. Now they'll bring another receiver, so they'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. The snap to Kirby, back to throw, throws it out. It's complete, and it's going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard. Nehemiah Jones on the coverage and the tackle. It was complete to Cam Gates, but he was short. And it'll bring up a 4th and 1 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Nehemiah Jones. He read what the quarterback was doing, got out to him, wrapped him up by the legs, wrapped him up, making sure the line looks like they're bringing, almost looks like a tight end almost.
Yeah, they're going to bring a little extra beef up front, and their Stars are going to go for it here on 4th down at the 30-yard line. They're going to bring a tight end. They have 2 running backs back with Kirby. The handoff and a 1st down is gotten by Gilbert, and he will get it across the left side. He simply bounced it to the left side, looked at the Owls, had it stuffed up the middle, but Gilbert was able to bounce it to the left and pick up 8 yards, and that's a 1st down up to the 38-yard line.
And it looks like the Owls blew it up on the inner part of the defensive line, blew up the offensive line, but nice shot by Gilbert bouncing out to the left to go open field to get the first down.
So new set of downs for the Stars, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Kirby this time again will hand off, and nothing doing for the running back. Demetrius Bridges, the carry.
It was actually 36.
Oh, Gibson Crane, the ball carrier, not on my too deep. So somebody that brought in, now he'll come back out of the game.
It was that.
He's the one who brought in on that 4th down play. So they rewarded him that time with the carry, but he got 0. So it's 2nd and 10. And now the Stars will go back to their traditional spread with 2 receivers to either side. Kirby in the shotgun, Horton to his right. The snap, back to throw is Kirby. Steps up, throws it, complete, and tackled immediately. Passes complete by Gates. And once again on the coverage for the Owls was Alex Milliken, who tackled him just as he caught it at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5, bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Stars at their own 43. Clock moving, 8:50 to play, second quarter, game tied at 7. Again, this time Bedford will send out 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun is Kirby. The snap, back to throw. He's got plenty of time. Well, he's got all day to throw it. Now he can. Oh, it's dropped. Intended for Horton out of the backfield. He had it, and he simply dropped it about the Seymour 42-yard line. That would have been a nice pickup for the Stars, but Horton unable to catch it. Boy, I tell you what, Kirby had enough time to pack a lunch back there. He had plenty of time to throw the football.
Yeah, Horton had a step on a linebacker. That was Riley, who looked like man-to-man coverage, looked like a swing route from the backfield, and Horton had 2 or 3 steps. That could have been a big game, but just dropped it. It was a little underthrown by Kirby, but still hit his hand. Should have been caught.
Cam Gates going to punt it, and it's a high, short kick that will come out of bounds. And let's see where they get that. It's one of those where he runs it to the right, and he waited till the last minute. Jacob Dow had some pressure on him, and Gates punted it straight up into the air, and it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 40-yard line. Seymour's 40-yard line, their own 40. That's where the Owls will take over 1st and 10. Tell you what, give a little shout-out to the defense. After that first drive where Bedford ran 2 plays and got a 38-yard pass and a 35-yard touchdown run, and we're sitting here saying, boy, this could be a long night. But the Owls defense has really buckled down, got an interception, forced 2 punts. And the offense now goes back to work with the game tied at 7.
Yeah, and they definitely locked in the passing game. Besides that 38-yard pass, the longest pace they had was 9. So nice coverage, too, by the secondary.
Coach back to throw, steps up, throws it. That's going to be complete to Fox. I thought for a moment the ball was going to go out to Tyler Bobb, who was the wideout to the right. And if it had, it would have been picked off. But Fox was able to go high into the air and catch that and get an 8-yard play. Boy, the cornerback was sitting there right there like in center field ready to catch it. And Fox out of nowhere went up into the air to make the catch.
Yeah, Fox, he's big and he's athletic and he can make those kind of catches. He has a big body, too, to shoot off the defender. Nice hands to make that catch. Caught a high point, too.
2nd down and 2. Pickup of 8 on 1st down. This time under center, Coates takes the snap, hands to Hawkins, tries to bounce it to the outside. He's going to be right at the sticks. I think they'll give him the 1st down across midfield. And they will give him a 1st down. A pickup that will give him 3. And a 1st down as the Owls get the ball into Bedford North Lawrence territory again. As the clock will wind at 7:30 to play here in the second quarter. And the Owls, you pick up 7-8 yards on 1st down, you can do things like that. You can run the ball. You can pick up 2 or 3 yards and get a 1st down. It's when you're 2nd and long, 3rd and long that you can't do that.
Yeah, 1st down's very crucial.
This time Hawkins, though, will get stopped. He fights his way forward. It looked like he was going to get stopped in the backfield, but he kept his legs churning enough to pick up. We'll give him no yards on the play. Okay. They'll put it down at the 49, so 0 yards, 2nd and 10. And he did a lot to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was hit about 2 yards behind and kept the legs churning up until the line of scrimmage. Coach this time will line up under center. The Owls in the tight formation. Max looks over the defense, now takes the snap. Hands to Hawkins, bounces it up the middle, 45. Twist move to 40, and down to the 36-yard line. Trayshawn Hawkins, a nice run again over that right side. Good pickup of 13, and the Owls have it 1st and 10 at the BNL 36-yard line.
Yeah, he is very, very light on his feet, very elusive. They broke out 2 or 3 tackles, mainly on his spins and jukes. So definitely he's a very athletic player there in the backfield as a running back.
Receivers to either side, double slots. Back to throw his coach, got some pressure, throws it out, passes caught for minimal yards to Jackson Fox. Jackson catches it up about the 35-yard line. We'll give him 2. Max had pressure in his face from the get-go and was able to find Jackson Fox for a short gain, 2 yards. Gibson Crane, the pressure for the Stars. Bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Seymour. Ball resting at the 34-yard line. And this drive started where, Lance? At our 49 or the Bedford 49?
It started at our own 40.
40, okay. That's right.
This is where we had that awkward punt.
Coach under center. 2nd down, takes the snap. And there's a ball is loose in the backfield, and Hawkins back to get it. That's a case there where Max Coach was going to hand it off to Brody Bowles, and Noah Struster was tackling Coach as he was trying to hand the ball off, and it came loose, and Hawkins, alertly enough, was able to get back and dive on it back at the 44-yard line. That's a loss of 7, but at least the Owls maintained possession. Struster basically was on Coach just as he was handing the ball off. We're going to have to make adjustments and find that number on the other side because he has caused a lot of havoc in multiple plays in the backfield for the Owls. This time, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Coates in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to the right, steps up, throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. Over the head of Jackson Fox was the closest Owl defender, or the Owl receiver, but it sailed over his head, and it falls incomplete, and the Owls look like they're going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, he had Jackson down the right sideline. Looked open, but it was a nice play by the defender. Get his hand up to deflect it, and went off the fingertips of Jackson. Had a chance to catch it, but it would have been a nice catch, but falls incomplete.
So Aaron Holt in to punt. His job is to pin Bedford North Lawrence deep. He had a punt in the first quarter that he downed at the Bedford 1-yard line. I'd like to have a similar result. And now we're going to have a timeout as the Owls ran low on the play clock. 4:21 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. Back in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper designs? Well, if the answer is yes, or even maybe, it's time to call S&B Wall Coverings. From commercial to residential projects, they tackle it all. Painting, epoxy flooring, light remodeling, insulation needs. Their quotes are absolutely free, so you'll know exactly what you'll pay for. Don't wait any longer. Contact S&B Wall Coverings today. Watch your home turn into the place you love. 812-216-0162.
Following the timeout, the Owls again set to punt it away. This time, Bedford's return man driven Axon standing up about the 25. He might be directing some traffic on his players. Now he'll back up to at the 15-yard line.
I'd be expecting just be cautious of the fake.
There's the snap. And Aaron gets the punt away. Another high kick that Axum will catch at the 6. And it's going to be pinned right there at the 11-yard line. Nice coverage that time by the Owls. Charlie Bruce was down there. And I caught that other number. The other defender down there for the Owls, Brody Sawyer. So nice job, nice coverage, nice punt by Aaron. Got that ball high into the air. And the Stars will set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Well, this is where Dallas defense has played well all night. This is where you can't have a mental break here. You can't let them off the mats. Got them pinned deep. You got to keep them down there. They'll empty the back. They'll pitch it out to Horton, and he gets around left in, and not much. Nice tackle there by Aaron Holt. Comes up to make the stop on Horton after a short gain. Give him 2. Give him 3.
If you're in the 15, it'll be 3.
Yep. 15-yard line. 2nd down and 7. As the Stars come back to the line of scrimmage, clock moving with 3:40 to play, second quarter. 3 receivers lined up to the left this time. Their trips to the left. That's the far side of the field. Kirby back to throw. Has time. Now he steps up into the pocket, and he throws down the field, and it's caught wide open. This may go for a touchdown. Malachi Goodman, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Kirby stepped up into the pocket. Goodman got behind the secondary, and that is an 85-yard touchdown pass from Kirby to Malachi Goodman, and that's a case where Kirby started to roll. The Owls secondary had eyes in the backfield, kind of moved up, forgot about Goodman, who got behind, and Kirby found him and hit him in stride, and there was nobody to stop him.
You're exactly right. It looked like they were in a zone there, so all of them had eyes on the quarterback trying to get in a little pocket to prevent the pass. And once he broke the pocket, nice protection once again from the offensive lineman. Kirby stepped up to the pocket, started rolling. Defense started cheating a little bit on the run, and then Goodman was wide open down the field. It was an easy pass and catch for 85 yards.
Parker Beeson's extra point is up, and it is good. 3:13 on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. It's Bedford North Lawrence 14, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
Back here at Seymour, as Bedford goes 88 yards in 2 plays, capped off by that 85-yard touchdown pass. Took 57 seconds off the clock. Both of their touchdown drives have been quick 2 plays. So definitely being high-powered. Their longest drive they've had was an 8-play drive, which resulted into a punt. So Seymour defense getting a little better, so a little broke the coverage there as Bedford takes a 14-7 lead, 3:13 remaining here in the second quarter.
Parker Beeson has it teed up at the 40-yard line. That's a case where, again, they forced Kirby out of the pocket, and the secondary kind of got their head up and looking at Kirby, and Goodman snuck behind him, and Kirby found him, and the rest, as they say, pay dirt. There's the kick, end over end. That'll be taken by Milliken at the 5 up to the 15, and a flag comes into the middle of the field, and looks probably going to be against the Owls, which will set him back even farther. Milliken was tackled about the 19-yard line. But the penalty against Seymour will move him back. That's a hold against the Owls. And it'll be half the distance, so we're looking probably about the 9-yard line, maybe 10-yard line, somewhere around there is where the Owls will start this possession. Again, Stars with all 3 of their timeouts. Don't be surprised to see them call a timeout or 2 if the Owls try to just run the clock out. So mark the penalty first from the spot of the foul, the 19. And I'll mark it all the way down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Where Seymour will start 1st and 10. Coates under center. Milliken as the wing back. The snap, the hand to Hawkins, and he is hit in the backfield and brought down at the 5-yard line. Daxton Shorts got into the backfield to upend Milliken for, no, actually.
I think it was Trayshawn.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Trayshawn. 4-yard loss. Second down and 16, or second and 14 now. Back at the 5-yard line. Clock moving with 2:30. Stars chose not to take a timeout there. As Coates under center. Again, hands to Hawkins. Trayshawn fights his way forward. Watching the Bedford, and the Bedford coaching staff now does signal timeout. With 2:18 to play, the Stars will stop the clock. Seymour will have a third down situation forthcoming. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Looking for straight teeth without breaking the bank? At Jackson County Dental in Seymour, you can enjoy top-tier care with Invisalign that fits your busy lifestyle and budget. For the week of September 22nd through 25th, score a free Invisalign line consultation, plus get up to 30% off select treatments at Jackson County Dental. Take those first steps toward your best smile. Call us now at 812-522-8608 to schedule your appointment. Jackson County Dental, downtown Seymour.
2:18 left to play first half. Bedford North Lawrence in front by a score of 14-7. And the Owls facing a third down and 11 at their own 10-yard line. Bedford has 2 timeouts left, as do the Owls. And we'll see what Coach Moore does here from a play calling standpoint. If he keeps it on the ground, and if he does, Bedford will more than likely use another timeout. Max in the shotgun this time. Formation still wing backs to either side. In motion is Hawkins. It's a double handoff, and the ball is...
They handed off to Hawkins right away, and they tried the double handoff to Milliken, and it was a miscommunication by Hawkins to Milliken as they bobbled it, and Milliken had to follow it at the half-yard line. Maybe they were marking it down at the 2. Yeah, they're marking it down at the 2, but it was a bobble exchange between Hawkins and Milliken, resulted into that loss.
So, fourth down, the clock is stopped, so apparently Bedford used a timeout. We're going to keep it here. Yeah, well, they tried the double handoff that time with Milliken and Hawkins, and Alex unable to take the handoff from Hawkins. And so they'll mark it at the 2-yard line, and the Owls will have a fourth down and 17, but they'll obviously be punting, and Aaron Holt will be lined up deep in his own end zone, and the Stars are going to get good field position still with ample time left.
Yeah, they must have done something with that during practice, because Milliken's normally not the one who's getting that second handoff on the reverse sweep from Hawkins. He's normally the receiver out wide, so unless they found something in the practice or saw something good there, put Milliken in that spot, because he normally isn't in that spot the past couple of games.
So fourth down for the Owls. Driven Axum stands about Seymour's 35-yard line, but again, Holt right up against the back edge of the end zone. If the Stars bring any kind of pressure here on the punt. There's a snap. Aaron gets away a line drive kick. That'll bounce and will throw all the way up to the 45-yard line of Seymour. So a nice, for what he had to work with, not a bad kick by Aaron Holt. He didn't have a chance to do his rugby style either. He had to punch that straight up because of where he was in the end zone.
And it was further enough away from Axum, so he couldn't get a possible return on it, too.
So actually, that's about as good as it could get off the punt there, that situation for Aaron Holt, 44-yard punt. And the Stars have it 1st and 10 at the Seymour 46-yard line with 1:58 to play here in the first half. Bedford will get the ball first in the second half as well, so almost a must-stop here for the Owls defense. Kirby rolls to the right, has some time, steps up. He throws. A pass is complete to Parker Kern, and that's going to be right at the sticks. And it will be a first down. Mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So it's actually a pickup of 12. Charlie Bruce on the coverage for the Owls, but enough for the first down. And the Stars have it 1st and 10 at the Seymour 34. Again, 3 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. In the shotgun is Horton next to Kirby. Jason gets the snap, back to throw. Has time, steps up, throws it down the field for Kern. He's got it, and he dropped it. One-on-one coverage up there with Bruce, and Parker Kern looked like he had that one in his basket and just simply didn't hold on to it. That was a beautiful thrown ball.
A beautiful thrown ball from Kirby, and Kern had the step on Bruce down that right side. It looked like it was like a possible stop and go, hitch and go route from Kern. Beautiful route, beautiful ball, hit him in the hands. Just that right there is probably got to be a ball that he's going to catch, but Brown Sound's high-powered offense, they'll do something just like that again.
So again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Kirby in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He rolls to the left this time. Now he steps up. He throws it down the field. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Malachi Goodman. Aaron Holt on the coverage for the Owls, but incomplete. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Stars.
That one might have been a little
That was underthrown a little bit.
But it still hit his hands. Goodman turned around and hit his hands. Probably another one he probably should have caught, but looked like he had to turn his body a little bit, a little underthrown, but hit his hands. Back-to-back throws where Kirby's hit the receiver in his hands, and both times they've dropped it.
3rd and 10. Clock stopped with 1:38 to play here in the first half. BNL up 14-7. Play clock is under 10 as the Stars race to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to either side. Kirby in the shotgun takes a snap, and now a flag is thrown. And the Stars are going to be called for a false start. That'll move them back 5 yards. So a 5-yard penalty on Bedford will make it 3rd and 15. Back at the 39-yard line. Where the Stars will have it 3rd down and 15. They'll send 3 receivers to the left. Nope, now they'll send 1 back to the left. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. No, they'll empty the backfield. 3 to the left. Kirby back to throw. Sets up a screen to Kern. He tries to fight his way up to the 30, and he'll go down about the 29-yard line. That's going to be well short of the first down. He'll get the 5-yard penalty yards back and then another 5 yards. And it'll bring up a 4th down. And Bedford, with the clock moving, we'll see what they decide to do. This is probably a little bit out of Beeson's range. The Owls. 4th down and 5. Bedford's going to take this all the way down and call a timeout as they are standing over on the sideline. And now they will take the timeout with 48 seconds to play. We'll see what Bedford does. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy.
So a big play coming here for the Owls defense on 4th and 5, Bedford at the Seymour 29-yard line, and they will keep their offense out there. Like I said, that's probably a little bit out of Parker Beeson's range. He was kicking them from about 30, 35. That would be a 46-yarder and that might be nope, they are going to try it. Look at that. They are going to try it.
Going to be a 46-yarder.
46-yard field goal attempt for Parker Beeson, 6-foot senior. Luke Morris, the holder.
Aaron holds back in case it's short to return it.
There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away, and the kick is no good. Wide to the left. He had the distance, but he missed it wide to the left. So the Owls stopped the Stars on a missed field goal attempt. And now Seymour will have a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 43.8 seconds to play. That actually was a pretty good kick. He had the distance.
Had the distance, just missed a little wide left.
Little wide to left. That's about his distance, though. 45 looks like about how far, which is a great distance for a high schooler.
For high school, that's pretty good, yeah.
But didn't miss it to the left. So high school rules, any missed field goals come at the 20. So the Owls will take it 1st and 10 there, and we'll see what Seymour decides to do. The Owls says they don't have any timeouts. So I know that's not. I know Bedford took the timeout last time, so I think the Stars have one left and Seymour has one left. But the Owls do look like they're going to just maybe take a knee.
They're waiting until the clock gets under 40 seconds to take the knee, which they eventually do.
And now they'll reset the play clock. They should reset the play clock back to 40.
Yeah, that should be half.
Yeah. And both teams are heading off. Bedford, Stars still had a timeout. We'll see if they were going to call one, but they look like they're heading that direction too, and Seymour is as well. So that'll do it for the first half on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard. It's Bedford North Lawrence 14, Seymour 7. We got a couple commercials to take care of before we start our halftime show. We'll do that and come back with more in just a moment.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Your eyes are the windows into your health. Hi, I'm Dr. Lambring with Connor Smith Eye Center. Do you know why your annual exam is so important? Some physical illnesses can be discovered by routine tests during an eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, you receive the latest in eye technology and treatment. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 707 West Tipton Street in Seymour. See your future clearly.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org. or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
Halftime here at Bullitt Stadium with Bedford North Lawrence in front of Seymour by a score of 14-7. Both of Bedford's touchdowns were two-play drives, a 35-yard touchdown run by Jaden Gilbert and an 85-yard touchdown pass by quarterback Dason Kirby to Malachi Goodman. The Owls touchdown coming early in the second quarter on a 29-yard scamper by Trayshawn Hawkins. All told, not a bad first half for the Owls. They dodged a couple bullets and a couple opportunities that they had let go by the wayside. So we'll see what adjustments the teams make as we're at halftime as the Seymour Owls marching band entertains the Bullitt Stadium crowd. Our halftime show brought to you by Prosperity Financial Insurance and Investments. And our guest tonight is Seymour volleyball coach Angie Lucas. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Coach Lucas. Halftime, it's Bedford 14, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seymour smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seymour Insurance Services. At Seymour, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at sciho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seymour Smart.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour, or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities LLC. Halftime here as the Owls take on the Bedford North Orange Stars, and our fall sports spotlight tonight is on the girls volleyball team. And with me is longtime head coach Angie Lucas. As Seymour, I would say probably halfway through, maybe a little towards the second half of the season. They've still got a couple tournaments to go and some conference games before tournament play hits here in about a month's time. But, Coach, as we sit here, I think we're a game above 500. We've won 4 or 5 in a row. So things are really going in the right direction right now.
Pretty typical of what we see at this point in the season. We go up to Avon, and that's a difficult tournament, and we play Floyd and Jennings before that. So we have a hard stretch, and then we get into a stretch where we just come back playing better after those tournaments. And so then we look better and we're playing better. We're more confident. And then last night we went over to Bloomington North and got a really nice win over there. So that was a very big confidence booster for us.
Yeah, you always talk about going to that Avon tournament as being kind of a turning point of the season. And when you go over there, you play obviously some great teams, top teams of the state. I know the Kentucky teams have been there in the past. And you may not have the success from a win-loss, but that kind of always does something to your team, despite the fact that you don't win very many matches over there.
Right. It's just a level of competition, and when you play against that kind of competition, you have to get better. I mean, you just have to get better to survive, and so that day is really a day of surviving for us, but it's also a day of learning. And so we always come back stronger, and I'm thankful for that tournament. I don't know if they'll let us stay in it because sometimes I'm not sure we're as competitive as we need to be, but as the day goes on, we normally do get better. And so it's really great to see.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you've been going over to Connorsville now for some time, and you've won that tournament now, 5 or 6 years in a row?
Right, and people will think maybe Connorsville's not as competitive, but honestly, the teams there, they are pretty competitive teams. I mean, exactly. So it wasn't. It's not easy for us. I mean, we learn a lot about our team at that Avon tournament, and then we use that to build. Sure. And so it has always been a turning point for us, and I love the fact that we're in that tournament.
Let's talk a little bit about your team, and we'll start as we always do with the seniors. And I think this is the last year you're going to have a fish on your team for some time anyway. But it's going to be strange maybe next year, but there's been a fish in the program for quite some time.
I just don't even know how to even begin to think about it, to be honest. So I'm sad even thinking about it. But, man, what a great 4 years Anna has had, and, Liv before that. It's just great high character kids that come in and work hard and do what's best for the team. And I mean, Anna, she's just easy to coach. She got her 1,000 assists this past season or this year. And it's really remarkable because she didn't start setting till last year. So, a year and a half here, and she's already reached the 1,000 assist mark. So she's put a lot of work in, and I'm excited to see where she goes. She's headed to Jacksonville State, so we're really excited for her.
And with her, it's been kind of a challenge just to see where she was going to fit best with the team, because there are times when she's probably your best hitter, but she's also your best setter. So it's been kind of a challenge to find out where she can be to utilize her talents in addition to helping your squad as well.
Oh yeah, there's been many times when I say, "Oh my God, we need her swinging on the outside. We need her swinging on the outside." But what she brings in that leadership position as a setter is huge, and we have no one that can do what she does in that position. And last night, she and our middles connected so well. It was just really great and fun to watch her do her thing on the floor last night.
Okay, let's talk about the other seniors that you have.
Sure. So Nora Campbell last night had a big breakthrough moment as well. She reached her 1,000 digs. Yeah, and so she's headed to Morehead State, and we're so excited for this young lady. I mean, she is put in the work and the time, and people don't realize how much work and time you have to put in to reach those levels. And so she has totally committed herself to volleyball, and she loves the sport. Easy to coach, great high character kid, just like Anna. So another one that's going to be really hard to replace. I'm dreading that. And then we have some really other great seniors. We have 7 this year, and that's the most we've had that I can remember in all my 31 years of coaching. We've had 5, but we've never had 7. So we've got Jamie Bobb, who is a defensive specialist for us. And again, great high character kid, comes from a great family, works hard when she's in the gym. She's just great. And Maggie Brayman, she's one of our middles that I was talking about that performed so well last night. High character kid. It's a reoccurring theme. I'm going to say it a bunch about these kids. But she just works so hard. Zoe Williams, fun kid to coach. She just works hard, always smiling. Abby Oddie, probably the most improved player in our gym from last year. And it's just because she's dug in and worked. And she's worked on her, on herself and on her skills, and just a really neat kid. And then Kennedy Hardman, another really, really neat kid with high character. So it's been a really joy to coach these 7 seniors.
Well, I hear you mention a couple of those names, and I know I've said this before, and I've been getting older every year. But I remember when you were talking about these girls as being freshmen and helpers, and now here they are as seniors. That just shows you the work ethic that they have put in this program, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're loyal. I mean, they stuck with it. And so, at times it's not easy, and no sport is, but they have stuck with it. And they're just very loyal to Seymour High School, and this program. And yeah, as freshmen, they come in as young girls and they leave as strong women. And that's it's so neat to see that transformation.
In addition to your seniors, you have some younger girls that have helped the program as well, and let's talk about them.
Yeah, we've got a freshman class that we're really excited about. So we have 3 freshmen up on the varsity. So Brooklyn Ritchie, Lily Surface, and London Williams, Zoe's younger sister. So those 3 girls are getting quite a bit of playing time and getting experience, which we're going to need them. If these 7 seniors graduate, we're going to need people to be able to fill in and do their thing on the court for us. So very excited about how hard they work. They are hardworking kids. Again, high character kids, and I love to see that in the gym.
Talk a little bit about this team and what you like about this team right now as you head down towards the second half of your season.
So this team's unique. Early on, we struggled offensively. It was very, very difficult to get our offense moving in the right direction. We knew we would be strong defensively. We knew that our ball control was going to be a strength and something that we could always count on, but we knew offensively it was going to be really rough at the beginning of the season. And up until last night, it truly has been pretty rough. But what's neat about these kids is they just keep working. They want to figure it out. They want to be good. They want to be able to beat Floyd. That's our goal in the sectional. I mean, we got Providence as well, and we know it's going to be tough, but we know what we need to do to get there. And last night was the first time that I saw our offense run a quicker offense where I feel like we can take advantage of some of the height that we're going to see against Floyd and Providence.
You've been around this sport long enough to know that even if you're not winning matches, it's how you're competing in sets and how you're competing, because I know in years past and even this year, you've lost some 26-24 games and 25-22 where you just can't quite get those points there at the end, where if you do, it might make a difference. Eventually, those turn around and go your way, don't they?
Right, and that's what I'm talking about with the offense. I mean, we just made so many errors offensively, hitting errors, blocking errors, things that really hurt us at the net. And so we're starting to eliminate those, and that makes a huge difference for us. So, yeah, it's good to see that.
Got the Franklin tournament tomorrow. That's always a good competitive tournament, isn't it?
Yes, this is another one that we love going to, and it's always, we see teams always from the Indianapolis area, which we don't normally get to see, so we get to see other people. And so we play, in our pool, we have Indianapolis, Scecina, Chittard, and Indian Creek. So these are three really pretty good programs that we're excited to go up against and see what we can do.
And that's when these tournaments come. It's also a good bonding experience for the girls. You get to spend all afternoon, and maybe sometimes that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. But you get an opportunity to learn how to adjust to playing each individual game, because you don't get time to prepare in between. You got to kind of go on the fly.
Right. They get a lot of coaching on the fly, like you said. I mean, it is happening fast for them, and it's a lot of information thrown at them within minutes, and so they have adjusted well to that. A lot of these kids have played clubs, so they're used to playing 4 matches in a day, and that helps them. Some of them haven't, and that's okay too, but they learn quick. I mean, it's a learning experience for us.
Obviously, as you talked about the sectional, and the sectional has, and the conference has really become one of the better ones. Jennings County has improved so much. I know they've dropped down to 3A, but they were a semi-state team a year ago. Floyd Central, we know what they are. New Albany's traditionally pretty good. And then you got Providence, which is included in your sectional, and they're obviously one of the state's best. So the competition as far as the tournament goes, it doesn't get any easier, but that, again, makes for a good challenge.
All right, it's fierce. I mean, and we know what to expect. We know what we're going to see. It is at Floyd this year, which I'm not excited about going there, but that's okay. It's another challenge, and so we'll be ready. We'll be prepared. I'm excited to see what we can do toward the end of the season here.
Improvements is always the big thing, and this team seems to be taking those improvements right now.
Yeah, right. And they take coaching, which is really, really, really exciting, because I can push them. I can tell them what they need to do, and they don't take it personally. Or if they do, they don't tell me that they do. So I don't see it on their faces anyway. So that's a positive thing. So we're working one day at a time, and we're hoping to, when we get to that sectional, that we can really, really do something great this year.
I forgot to ask you at the beginning, how many years is this?
31.
31. Sometimes it seems maybe like year 1 or 2, doesn't it? And other times you're like, the changes that you have seen in high school volleyball over the years obviously has been tremendous. But you obviously love the sport to do it for this long. I mean, somebody has to have the passion for do it for this long.
Oh, I love it. There's no doubt about it. When I'm in the gym, this is my life. And I love giving back. I love teaching the game. I love being a part of every bit of this. So as long as I can physically do it, I'm going to keep maybe trying to do it.
Well, we're certainly voting for that. Coach, as always, I appreciate the time. Always enjoying time talking to you. I will say, and I say it every year, you are the first person I get results from every year. You're always you send my results, win or lose, and I always appreciate that. But continued good health and continued success with the volleyball program. Always enjoy talking with you.
Thank you, Jay. We appreciate you, too.
You bet. Again, that's our conversation. Seymour volleyball coach Angie Lucas. Lady Owls on the road at Franklin tomorrow in the Invitational. Next week, Coach, home matches?
Home match Tuesday against Silver Creek, and that's our teacher appreciation night.
Super. Good night to come out and watch the Lady Owls next Tuesday night here at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium. We're back with more second half action in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Rooted in Jackson County, Prosperity Financial aims to provide exceptional service and guidance to all who come through our doors. Retirement planning, wealth management, college planning, life insurance, and Social Security analysis are just a few of the services we offer. Stan Tremoyan, Brian Covener, and myself, Ryan Benter, are here to help. We're located at 419 West 2nd Street, Seymour. Or give us a call at 812-522-3180.
Securities offered through Parkland Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Prosperity Financial is independent of Parkland Securities, LLC.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium, and we are ready for second half action as the Owls will kick it off to the Stars. Bedford in front by a score of 14-7. Both teams had opportunities to put a few more points on the board. More so, the Owls had 2 or 3 opportunities to drive in Bedford territory, but not to be. But 14-7. There is the kick by Fox as it's a pooch kick, this time fielded by Bedford and brought back to the 40, 45, and up almost to the 50-yard line. Broke a tackle about the 25-yard line. And I wasn't sure who that was over there that returned it, but whoever it was got it up to the 48-yard line where the Stars will take over 1st and 10. And Lance, what about Kirby in the first half? What was his numbers?
Kirby was 8 of 14 for 156 yards, a touchdown, and interception. The main receiver was Malachi Goodman. He had 1 catch, the 85-yard touchdown pass. Gilbert also had 1 catch for 38. Gilbert also added 48 yards on the ground. Max threw 5 of 9 for 53 yards.
Kirby in the shotgun, and he's going to hand off this time and hit in the backfield and brought down is a new number out there. That is Dylan Smith, the runner for Bedford, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Owls there. Maybe a loss of a yard even. We'll call it 2nd down and 11 for the Stars. You know, you talked to Kirby at 157 yards. Is that right?
156 yards.
156 and 85 and 38 on 2 separate throws. Outside of that, the Owls really did a great job containing his throwing.
Yeah, besides that, the third highest was only 12 yards and then 9 yards.
It's got a 2nd down here with 2 receivers to either side. Back to throw. Throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Malachi Goodman. Overthrow. Owls brought some pressure that time from the inside linebacker. It looked like Braden Riley was blitzing. He was picked up, but enough to cause Kirby to throw it maybe a little sooner than he wanted to. And now a 3rd down and 11 and a big play right off the bat. Halftime, I had a chance to go down to the restroom and go to the one there in the locker room, and Coach Wolfenberger was talking to his defense, really complimenting them on their play, maybe a couple lapses of coverage, and other than that, it's been really good. Here's an outlet pass that's caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down initially. Parker Kern able to fight forward. I think he got the 1st down on the second effort. Boy, they had him pinned down about 2 yards short, but he was able to break the initial tackle and fight forward and indeed get a 1st down, 12-yard pickup up to the 41-yard line, and the Stars will have a new set of downs. Boy, he was stopped 2 yards short. He was hit about the 44-yard line, but able to break that tackle and then fight his way forward down to the 41 to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, Seymour's playing soft coverage there. They were playing the sticks and still not able to stop them.
Again, 2 receivers to either side. And again, the handoff is to Jared Gilbert, and Gilbert fights his way around left end.
That looks like Jay Gilbert's younger brother, or older brother, actually.
Could be.
Same last name, almost similar first names.
Pickup of 2 yards on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Stars at the Seymour 39-yard line. Just underway second half. Bedford in front 14-7. Stars send out 2 receivers to either side. In the shotgun is Kirby. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, steps up, throws it across the middle, and it's intercepted. Alex Milliken, for the 2nd time tonight, picks it off, and that's one he just stepped right in front of the receiver and picked off the pass. 2nd interception of the night for Milliken, and the Owls thwart the drive and take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, like you said, nice job by Milliken stepping in front of the receiver, making like a diving/lunging play at the ball. Able to catch it, survive the ground for a big interception by the Owls defense. See what Owls can do on their first possession of the half.
So receiver slots to either side. Brody Bowles, and the Owls moved too soon on the play. I saw at halftime, I asked Kyle Coates about Everett Jackson because he is normally the one on that wing. He injured his ankle in practice and gave it a go tonight, but simply could not put any weight on it.
That's probably why Milliken's in that handoff.
It is. So Everett Jackson, who is normally in that slot, he didn't start, and I wondered why, and I wanted to hold off saying anything, so I thought if it was a disciplinary thing, I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah.
But it indeed is an injury, and that's why Everett is not in there, and Milliken's playing a new position tonight.
Maybe that's why Tyler Bob's probably getting active.
You're exactly right. Yep. 1st and 15 following the false start. Coates in the shotgun. Hands to Hawkins on the jet sweep. Tries to cut it back in. And a flag comes down, and that's going to be in the general vicinity of holding. A couple of Seymour blockers out there on an island where two flags in at the same time. So normally if you get 2 flags, you get the same holding, and indeed that's what it is. Holding penalty. And we'll see what the Stars do. It was a short gain on the play. And they will accept the penalty and march the Owls back another 10 yards. I'll go all the way back inside the 15. And Seymour's going to be faced with a 1st and 25 now at their own 13-yard line. Coach this time in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands to Milliken up the middle. Or I beg your pardon, to Hawkins. And Hawkins an ice skate up to the 25-yard line. Going to get 12 yards back. A read option play there for Trayshawn and bring up a 2nd down and 12. We'll give him 13 on the carry. 2nd down, 12. Ball resting at the own 26-yard line for Seymour. 9 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. B&L in front 14-7. The Owls' first possession of the 2nd half following the INT by Alex Milliken. This time again, the Owls will line up tight, slots to the right. The flip is to Hawkins, and he's not going to go anywhere. Try to get Trayshawn a little running start that time, and Bedford clogged it up nicely. Right at the line of scrimmage, he will go down, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 12.
Tough for Seymour, trying to take advantage of the interception by Milliken and 2 back-to-back penalties on all sides, and then a holding puts them in a deep, deep hole. Now they got 13 on 1st down, but got nothing there. See what they can dial up on 3rd and 12. Haven't seen a screen that much tonight. I only seen 1 or 2 attempts, so let's see if they try to capitalize that.
We're going to send Milliken, Bob, and Bruce out to the right, Fox to the left. Back to throw. It's going to throw the screen pass to Tyler Bob, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and will go nowhere. Matter of fact, he's going to lose yardage. Loss of 4 on the play. And I'll bring up a 4th down. Try to get Tyler there behind the couple blockers, but Bedford read it nicely and was able to get to him before he was able to get things going. And the Owls will bring in their punt unit as Aaron Holtz will be back to punt. He's had some nice punts so far. He's going to have to get off another nice one here. Bedford trying to set up with good field position. Back for the Stars is Driven Axon. There's a snap. It's a good one. Holt gets it away. It's a low kick that'll bounce at the midfield into Seymour territory or into Bedford territory and be down at the 45-yard line. Or the Stars will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line with 7:07 to play. 3rd quarter score as it was at halftime, B&L 14, Seymour 7. Just a reminder, the Owls will be back home again next Friday night. It'll be the Battle of Jackson County as Brownstown Central will be in town. The Owls and the Braves next Friday night, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Always a good crowd, so get your tickets early in advance and avoid the long lines. Highly recommend that. 3 receivers to the left, and they'll send out in motion a receiver. He catches it out of the backfield, Driven Axum, and Axum takes it down to the Seymour 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 out of the backfield. They lined up Axum to the left of the quarterback. He went in motion and simply caught it in stride and had a good burst of speed down to the Seymour 44 for a first down and 10. Again, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the shotgun. Now he'll send Axum in motion again. This time he'll throw it out to Parker Kern. Kern makes the catch, fights off 2 Seymour defenders, and now finally a swarm of out tacklers will bring him down. He did a lot of dancing and a juking for about a 4-yard gain up to the 40-yard line. Ran the same formation that time. Axum went in motion to the left, and Kirby just simply quickly threw it out a screen to the right in Parker Kern, and he was able to bounce away from a couple of tacklers and get it down to the 40-yard line, where the Stars have it 2nd and 6, clock moving just under 6 minutes to play. 3 receivers go to the left this time, 1 to the right. Kirby in the shotgun, step back throw, that's complete again to Kern, up to the 35, and he's going to be close to the first down. And he will have the first down, I believe. Down marker says 3rd down, but it's a first down. Now they signal first down, 6-yard gain. And the Stars get a new set of downs at the Seymour 34-yard line, first down and 10. Again, 3 receivers lined up to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Kirby. Driven Axum, his running back to his left. He'll send him in motion out to the left. Back to throw across the middle. It's complete to Gilbert. He's across the 10, the 5, end zone touchdown. Fake the screen pass to Axum, and he threw the seam right down the middle to Gilbert, almost similar to the play they scored on the touchdown. Well, actually, it was a touchdown run he had in the first half, but they tried that play on the very first play of the game, and right down the seam in the middle. It's a 33-yard touchdown pass from Kirby to Jaden Gilbert. And the Stars have a 2-touchdown lead for the first time tonight. Parker Beeson in to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. Ball is down, kick is away, and the kick is good. 5:08 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. Bedford North Lawrence extends their lead. It's 21-7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
Back here at Seymour as Bedford goes 6 plays, 55 yards in 2 minutes, capitalized off by a 33-yard touchdown pass as they take a 21-7 lead in the third quarter.
There's the kickoff, and that ball is going to be recovered by the Stars, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. Seymour's return man, Milliken, thought it was going to go into the end zone. Now a flag comes down. They're going to have a celebration on the Stars, which will actually move them back to the 16. Milliken thought that ball was going to go into the end zone. It landed at the 2-yard line, took a side bounce, stayed in the field of play, and Bedford came down and recovered it at the 1 yard line, but then they're going to be called for an unsportsmanlike celebration penalty that'll cost them 15 yards and move it back to the 16-yard line where they will have it 1st and 10. That's just a mental mistake that time by Alex. He just thought it was going to go into the end zone and let it go, and it hit about the 1.5 and took a side bounce. And Bedford got down there. Kind of reminds you of that NFL game, right? The Pittsburgh player who just let it go. And
it was a beautiful kick, nice little side spin to it. Bounce. You'd think the way it was bouncing, it might have gone into the end zone, but it stayed right across the 1 yard line the whole time. Milliken tried to get back, get it in time, but unfortunately did not get there in time as Bedford has great field position after their touchdown drive.
Yeah, so the Stars set up 1st and 10 at the 16. As Kirby back to throw, he's going to throw it intended for Kern in the end zone, and a pass interference penalty is going to be called. And Charlie Bruce was out there one-on-one with Parker Kern, and he simply grabbed him and pulled him down in the end zone.
Yep.
So that was, in all honesty, an easy penalty call to make. It'll be half the distance to the goal, and it'll remain a 1st down. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough last week. You and Kurt were talking about a pass interference, thinking it was automatic. It's not automatic 1st down in high school for pass interference.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Yeah. You guys were talking about, I don't know why it's not 1st down. I'm like, yeah. I was like, guys, it's not automatic. I've learned that through a couple times, not knowing it, though. So 1st down actually makes it 1st down and 2. Now the snap. The hand is to Gilbert. He tries to cut it up the middle, and he has short yardage, but I believe he's got enough for the 1st down. I said Gilbert, I meant Brody Horton, who's the original starter. And it's going to be a yard game. That'll be 2nd down and 1 now for the Stars at the 7-yard line. Again, Stars trying to take advantage of the mistake on the Owls special teams. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Double running backs with Kirby in the backfield. Gibson Crane also back there. Here's a quick slant. This ball knocked away by Aaron Holt, intended for Gilbert. Tried the quick slant pattern, and Aaron Holt did a nice job to get in the coverage and knock it away. That will bring up a 3rd down for the Stars, 3rd and 1. And this time they'll line up same formation again with running backs to either side of Kirby. I think that's Malachi Goodman, one of them to the right. And it is, and he gets the handoff, bounces it to the left side, and is not going to get the 1st down. Owls are able to stymie back at the 10-yard line. Nice pursuit that time on the left side by the Owls. Nehemiah Jones. Cooper Smith also in there, and now looks like Bedford's going to attempt a field goal. Braden Riley also, nice job. So if the Owls can hold Bedford to a field goal here after having what would have been a 1st and goal at the 1, the penalty for Bedford cost them. And they were able to get the 1st down. Going to have to settle for a field goal now, and Parker Beeson. This will be a 26-yard, we'll make it a 27-yard field goal attempt on the left hash. There's the snap. And now we got a whistle. And delay of game is going to be called on the Stars. So that'll move them back 5 yards. They'll make it a little bit of a longer field goal attempt. 32-yard field goal attempt now. Well, you say this, the Owls are really lucky. He'll shank this to the left or push it to the right, and Seymour will get out of this without giving up a single point. And they'll mark it back 5 yards. It'll be a 32-yarder from the left hash. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is away. It's got plenty of distance, and it is good. So the Stars do get a field goal out of that mental mistake on the Owls. 3:02 to play. Actually, the clock's still moving. Stop the clock. Somebody tell the clock's operator to stop the clock. There we go. 2:54, we'll see how much they put on it. But anyway, on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard, it's Bedford North Lawrence 24, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bedford goes 6 yards in 3 plays. 2 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock, capitalized by that field goal as they take a 24-7 lead in the third quarter, 2:54 remaining.
And Beeson has it teed up at the 40-yard line again for the Stars. Milliken and Holt back deep for the outs. There's the boots. It's going to be Holt from the 2 to the 15 and across the 20-yard line. Tell you what, Bedford special teams have been fantastic tonight. Those kickoffs are perfect all the way down to the 1 or 2 yard line and been holding the Owls on the kickoff return right at about the 20-yard line. So this will be marked down at the 22 where the Owls will set up shop first and 10 with 2:48 to play third quarter and B&L in front 24-7. Receivers to either side, Milliken to the right, Bruce to the left. This time Hawkins lines up double slots with Brody Bowles. The keeper by Coach as he rolls out, throws it out intended for Fox. It's incomplete. Flags on the play. That's going to be a pass interference on the Stars or a defensive holding on the Stars. Bedford's defender saw that play coming and was trying to grab Jackson Fox from getting in position to make that catch. So they'll talk it over, decide what indeed they want to call. Both officials through it. It is a pass interference against the Stars. So that will probably be a spot foul, and it'll stay first down. And indeed it will be. It'll be a spot foul up to the 40-yard line. On the 37-yard line.
It looked like the flag was there at the 47.
I don't
37.
know. Nonetheless, that's enough, though, for a first down. So we'll move the sticks first and 10. Well, the Owls will now start at the 37. Coach shotgun back to throw. Steps up, throws the out pattern. It's picked off. One-handed pickoff that time by Daxton Short. He's at the 35, the 30-yard line, and that's where he'll set up. Tried to hit Brody Bowles out of the backfield, did Max Coates, and Daxton Short just went up and one-handed that ball out of the air for the pick. That was one heck of an interception right there. He went up with his opposite hand and pulled it down.
Kind of like rotated. Oh, there's an illegal block. I think he was during the return, illegal block back on Bedford. But like you said, he had to go with the opposite hand. He had to turn his body to catch it with his right hand. He was running back, turned his body to face the ball, did not use his body whatsoever, caught it all with his right hand. Beautiful catch, beautiful interception.
So the Stars, after the penalty on the return, will start at the Seymour 45-yard line. 2:29 to play, and the Owls are you have to be very careful here. Bedford is kind of on the verge of putting this one into the route category. They have dominated the second half and now trying to add on to their lead. Here's a quick pass to Kern, and he drops it. Well, I tell you what, they've had about 3 or 4 drops. Kirby's been targeting Parker Kern a lot here in the second half. And that time looked like Kern maybe wanted to run before he had it. He dropped it, so the clock stops 2:25 to play. And 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they'll run it this time with Horton up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 35-yard line. And that was Brody Horton. pick up, we'll give him 9, just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 at the Seymour 36-yard line with 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Now there's some confusion on who's coming in and who's going out for the Stars.
They took Horton and they put that Gibson Crane in B.
Bring a little more beef. So double slots or one slot. And it is Crane that'll get the carry this time, and he will get it across the 35-yard line. Didn't need much, didn't get much, but all he needed was a yard, and that's what he got. 1 yard run for Crane, and Stars have a new set of downs at the Seymour 35-yard line, 1st and 10. And clock moving with 1:25 to play here in the third quarter. Bedford's outscored Seymour 10-0 in the third quarter to expand a 14-7 halftime lead to 24-7. And the shotgun is Kirby. Takes the snap, hands to Horton. He is tripped up and falls back behind the line of scrimmage. Might have actually tripped over Kirby's speed in the read option play. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Now back at the 37-yard line. Good news from Great American Ballpark tonight.
Great news.
Reds up 7-4. Back to throw is Kirby. Now he's going to be flushed. He's going to run. He's got room, 25-20, and he will go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That time the Owls got a little pressure on him, and he stepped up into the pockets. And once he stepped up, he realized he had some real estate. Scampers for 19 yards, and that's a first down in the red zone at the 18-yard line as he goes out of bounds with 23 seconds to play. Reds are up 7-4. What are the Mets doing?
I'll check that right now. Hopefully they're losing to the Padres.
Nice talking about baseball in September, isn't it?
It sure is.
1st and 10 for the Stars at the 18-yard line. In the shotgun, Kirby keeps it, throws the seam route right across the middle, and he threw that one low. That was off target. He had Gilbert. Would have been short of the goal line, but it was low, and he couldn't quite come up with it, and that brings up 2nd and 10, and again, the clock stops with 18.7 seconds to play.
Mets are currently up 8-6 in the 5th inning against the Nationals. You also got to think about the Diamondbacks and Giants as well. They're only tied with the Reds in a game back, but they start on the West Coast at 9:40 and 10:10, so we have time to
worry about the Reds. Reds first.
Reds first, and then the Mets.
Then we'll worry about everybody else. 2nd and 10, runners at 3.
Still talking about baseball.
I know, I am. Here's a quick out this time, and it's a wide right pass to Driven Axum. He had 3 receivers out to the left and Axum to the right to the short side and tried to hit Axum at a quick slant. And Charlie Bruce out there on the coverage brings up a 3rd and 10, and clock stops again with 15.4 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
You mentioned how that first quarter moved by pretty fast.
Yeah, I know.
The 2nd and 3rd quarter.
This is what I was afraid of, is the amount of times that they throw the ball and all the incompletions. And he's had quite a few incompletions here in this period. This has taken the longest third quarter. Back to throw is Kirby. Looks to the left. He throws it to the flat. Pass is caught by Gilbert. He is going to be short of the first down, though, as the Owls, he's still moving, and he's still going to be short, down to about the 12, 13-yard line. That's going to be about 5 yards short. It'll give the Stars an opportunity to think about it, because that will be the end of the third quarter of play. On the Bob Pointer Family of Dealerships scoreboard, after 3, it's Seymour trailing Bedford North Lawrence. It's the Stars 24 and the Owls 7. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships is happy to be supporting local high school athletics. You'll score big when you visit any of their locations for sales and service or their collision center for all your auto repair needs. They've been servicing South Central Indiana since 1979. Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships will also purchase your vehicle in the event you're not quite ready to sell or trade. Check them out, Bob Boyner Family of Dealerships, online at bobboyner.com.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlinsuranceGroup.com.
Bedford will decide to kick the field goal. Parker Beeson is in. This will be a 29-yard attempt. There's the snap. The ball is away. It's plenty of distance, and the kick is good. 11:56, 5, 4, 3. Should be 11:58, although the clock, there we got the clock moving. 27-7 is the score now in favor of the Stars. And since we just came back from commercial break, we will stay with it. I think they're radioing up here to put some time back on the clock. Should be right at 11:50. I looked up when the kick went through and it was 11:58. So I'll put 11:57 on the clock. So another field goal for Beeson makes it 27-7.
Bedford went 8 plays and 33 yards, 2 minutes and 32 seconds off the clock. Capitalized by another Bedford field goal. Makes it 27-7 here to begin the fourth quarter.
As Beeson will have it teed up at the 45-yard line or 40-yard line. In the Owls defense, bend but don't break, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's bottom line is offensively, we just have not.
We've struggled.
We have not had the success tonight that we've had in the last couple of weeks. Quite honestly, it's been a little bit of a struggle offensively. Bedford's defense has really impressed me more. I tell you what, their defense has impressed me more than what their offense has.
They've averaged 18 points on the defensive side for an opponent's 18 points a game. So. Yeah. 11 points below the average here.
Beeson has it teed up at the 40s. Kicks it away. It's a high end over end kick. That'll be taken again at the 2-yard line by Milliken. Gets it up to the 20, to the 25, the 30. He's got room for it. He's got the kicker to beat. And the kicker slowed him down 40, 30, and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And a late flag comes in. I believe we're going to have a sideline violation on the Owls, and that'll be just a warning. Well, Milliken got through the initial wave, and he had the kicker to beat. The kicker didn't make the tackle.
They're calling it illegal block in the back at the end of the return because that far end on this side threw all the way across the field. The referee just said it was an illegal block in the back.
So, and the kicker slowed down Milliken enough to where a couple other defenders was able to get and bring him down. But again, the illegal block in the back against the Owls on the kickoff return will cost them about 10 yards. So they'll move it back to the 40-yard line, and the Owls will set up shop there 1st and 10 at the Bedford 40-yard line. 58-yard return for Alex Milliken.
Yeah, on the net return, it's 58. It was originally a 68-yard return.
Back to throw his coach. He's got pressure. He gets hit, and he goes down. And it was Driven Axum who came in from his safety spot to get the sack. He faked the handoff to Hawkins and dropped back to throw, and Axum was blitzing from that far right side, and he never stopped, and he brought Coach back down at the 49-yard line. That's a loss of 9 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 19 now for The Owls back at the Bedford 49. 3 receivers actually to the right, empty backfield. Coates in the shotgun, takes a snap, quick throw out, and it's complete out there to Bruce. And Bruce is run out of bounds at the Bedford 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. So he gets 5 back of the 9 he lost, but that'll still bring up a 3rd and 14 situation for the Owls at the BNL 44-yard line. Clock moving. See, says his momentum stayed inbounds. 10:40 and counting. 27-7. Bedford North Lawrence in front. They've outscored the Owls 13-0 here in the second half. After it was tied at 7, they've scored 20 unanswered. Coach of the shotgun, empty backfield, back to throw. He's got some pressure. He rolls out to the right, looks down the field, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Tyler Bob, or I beg your pardon, intended for Milliken. Luke Morris on the coverage, and the Owls with a 4th down will keep their offense in there now and go for it on 4th and 14 at the BNL 44-yard line. Again, the Owls will send Milliken, Fox, and Bob to the right, Bruce to the left. Hawkins the back with Coates. Max rolls out to the right. He's got pressure from behind. He wants to step up. He wants to go deep for Fox. He throws it up for grab, and Fox can't bring it down. Had a chance. It was in his hands. He had coverage and had been a nice catch, but he was unable to come down with it. And the incomplete pass will turn it over on downs and give the ball back to the Stars. 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line with 10:04 to play. So the Stars will come out with 3 receivers to the left. Actually, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They'll line up a tight end to the left side. Kirby in the shotgun. He's going to throw it, and it's complete to Short, and he loses a yard. Jackson Short. Aaron Holtz is the one who got him just as he made the catch, and they'll mark it right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Thought for a moment I was going to say if the Stars were going to try to run some clock here, but they come out and still throwing the ball. Sling it. That's what they do. 2 receivers to either side. Kirby has Horton to his left, back to throw. The out pass is complete. This time to Cam Gates. Gates makes the catch across midfield at the Seymour 48-yard line. That's about 2 yards short of the first down. Will bring up a 3rd down and 2. He does go out of bounds to stop the clock with 9:17 to play here in the ball game, and Bedford up 27-7. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. This time it's a pistol formation as Horton lines up right behind Jason Kirby. He's going to get the carry and is hit right at the line of scrimmage. And looks like he was able to fall forward. The Owls, Brody Bowles, got him just as he got to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say 4th down. Pickup of a yard. 4th and a yard. They have to get to the 44. I mean, that ball is literally that's right in front of me.
Right between the 44 and the 40.
Exactly. They got to get to the 44, and the ball is literally halfway between
46.
the 44.
The 46 and the
46. Yeah, they had to get to the 46. That's halfway between the 46 and 47.
We're on 2 tight ends this time.
And the handoff to the right side is going to be a first down. That is Jaden Gilbert. And he bounces it over to the left side for a first down. He gets it all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be enough for the first down. Keep the clock moving with 8:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. And now the Stars will use a few extra seconds in the huddle as that play clock resets to 40, and they break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage with 10 on the play clock. Now bring a runner in motion, Gilbert. Kirby throws it out to the front. Pass is caught by Parker Kern. He's close to a first down. Matter of fact, he was able to juke his way inside for a first down. And not only that, but he stayed in bounds. And it'll keep that clock moving once they set the chains. 11-yard gain at the Seymour 25. 1st and 10, and again, they will reset the chains, or reset the chains and start the clock. Bedford trying to go 4-1 on the season, and they won just twice last year, both times against Jennings County, who did not win a game last year. But they have turned their season around, 4-1 with a win tonight, it appears. Handoff to Brody Horton. Take it over left end to the 23-yard line. Chances are they'll win next week. They're at Jennings County next week. So a good opportunity for them to get another victory and go 5-1. They do close with Columbus East and Floyd Central, their final 2 ball games, but they will have an opportunity to play for a conference title. This will mark their third win in the conference.
Feeling that game against Floyd Central is going to be a good one between Floyd and Bedford. Both Floyd running the ball a lot, Floyd Central passing the ball a lot. I feel like that's going to be a great game.
2 receivers to either side. In the shotgun is Kirby, back to throw. Throw it up into the end zone, incomplete. Pass was intended for Daxton Short. And I think that was just overthrown here, and hold on the coverage for the Owls. Tried to do the hitch and go and just got a little bit ahead of himself and threw it over his left. How about a shout out to Mr. Tim Perry down there? He's got the Reds game on his phone. Anybody listening to the broadcast, they know Tim Perry. Send him a message and let him know that he gets a shout out for watching the Reds game at the football game. Here's a throw ball out to Kern. It's a completion. He cuts inside. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. He caught it about the 15-yard line. The Owl defender overran him. He stepped in and then took it into the end zone for the touchdown. A 23-yard touchdown run or 23-yard touchdown pass from Kirby to Parker Kern. And the Stars have added 6 points and now lead it by a score of 33-7 with 6:18 to play. And Parker Beeson in to attempt the extra points. And the kick is away, and the kick is good. 6:18 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It is it's Bedford North Lawrence 33, Seymour 7. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
The People's Bank wants to say thank you to our community. Join us Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 locations for a Community Appreciation Day. Enjoy a delicious lunch catered by Lola's Modern Kitchen, plus fun prizes and giveaways all afternoon. It's our way of celebrating you, our neighbors, our friends, and our community. So mark your calendars and bring the family. That's Friday, September 26th from 11 to 2 at all 4 People's Bank locations. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to spruce up your living room with a vibrant splash of color? Or maybe give your exterior a fresh coat of paint that turns heads? Or dive into the world of trendy wallpaper design?
Bedford goes 56 yards in 8 plays, 3 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock, capitalized by a 23-yard passing play to Kirby to Kern, as Bedford takes a 34-7 lead, 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Beeson has it teed up at the 40-yard line. And there's the boot. It's an end-over-end kick. This time will come down inside the 10 as Holt will get it to the 9. Bring it up to the 20. Shakes off a tackler at the 25, the 30. Up the field to the 40, 50. Bedford territory to the 30. And he's hit from behind and dragged down at the B&L 26-yard line. Just about took it to the house. He was one tackle away from breaking that, and a Bedford defender got him from behind and tripped him up just before he was able to cross that. He'd been able to hold his footing on that. He would have gone the distance, but 67-yard return, and the Owls will take over 1st and 10 at the Bedford 26-yard line. Coates gives it to Hawkins right up the middle. Trayshawn gets good yardage on first down up to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 5 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 5. And now the Owls back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have 2 receivers to either side. Coates in the shotgun with Hawkins to his right. Takes the snap. Read option, gives to Hawkins. Bounce it to the left, 10, 5, and down inside the 5-yard line to the 3-yard line. Well, mark him at the 2. And the Owls will set up 1st and goal at the Bedford North Lawrence 2-yard line. 20-yard scamper that time by Trayshawn. And the Owls trying to get on the board here with 5 minutes left to play here in the ball game, trailing 34-7. Again, Hawkins next to Coates, takes the snap. Trayshawn up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Trayshawn Hawkins, 2-yard touchdown run. Set up by the great kickoff return by Aaron Holt. He set the Owls up in great field position. And then 2 plays later, Trayshawn Hawkins takes it 20 yards down to the 2, and then 2 yards into the end zone for the touchdown.
Second touchdown.
Second touchdown of the game for Trayshawn. Jackson Fox in to kick the extra point. Aaron Holt will hold it. Jacob Dow will snap it. There's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is blocked. So extra point is no good. 4:58 to play on the Bob Pointer Family of Dealership scoreboard. It's Bedford North Lawrence 34, Seymour 13. You're listening to Seymour Football.
Some people check their couch cushions to find spare change and don't realize the real money is in their garage, behind the shed, or lying around in their basement. Hi, this is Sean Franklin with Franklin Surplus. We pay top dollar for all your scrap metal. Think about that old lawnmower you thought you might fix someday, or the refrigerator that quit working, or that old car battery you keep meaning to get rid of. Turn them all into instant cash right now. It's fast, it's easy, and we pay you on the spot. Bring all your scrap copper, steel, aluminum, lead, any type of scrap metal out to Franklin Surplus, just off Highway 50 East in Hayden.
Seymour goes 27 yards and 3 plays after that 67-yard kickoff return by Aaron Holt. They go 27 yards in 1 minute and 6 seconds, capped off by a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Trayshawn Hawkins in second of the game, as Bedford still leads 34-13. 5 minutes to go remaining in the game.
And the Owls will, I'm sure, most doubtedly try an onside kick here, maybe. Bedford certainly thinks they will. They've got 9 guys all lined up here at the line of scrimmage within 10 yards. As Fox will boot it away, though. End-over-end kick taken back at the 15. And the return up to the 35 and brought down right there at the 37-yard line. That was Driven Axum on the return for the Stars. And B&L will set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. .449 to play. 34-13. B&L in front. And the Stars will most doubtly try to use some clock here. We'll see how aggressively the Owls are with their 3 timeouts left. And we'll see how aggressive Bedford is from their play calling standpoint. They didn't certainly show any signs of just trying to run the clock out last drive. But they will hand it off to Horton here, and he's got a big hole, 45 across midfield, cuts it into the 40, and all the way down to the Seymour 37-yard line. That play was designed to go to the right. He saw an opening to the left and simply was able to get a big-time gain up to the 37, 26-yard gain for Horton on first down, and a new set of downs for the Stars, 1st and 10 at the B&L 37-yard line. I beg your pardon, the Seymour 37-yard line. Kirby has double slots with him, Horton to his right and Crane to his left. The hand is to Horton. Bounces it again to the left side. It's got good yardage down across the 30, almost to the 25-yard line. Another pickup of 10-plus. And 12-yard gain, and that's a first down. That'll stop the clock momentarily to move the sticks, and now they'll wave it and wind it. And we'll go under 4 minutes with this next snap of the football. As again, the Owls or the Stars taking time. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Basin Kirby will hand this time to Driven Axon. And Axon picks up short yardage to the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. We'll give him 3 on the carry. 2nd down and 7. And the Stars are going to bring in a whole new offensive unit. Looks like the quarterback is going to be Cutler Chastain. He's a 6'2", 175-pound junior. That's Jarrett Gilbert lined up as the running back to his right. He will get the carry. Bowls over a couple tacklers inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. And it's a pickup of 4. Bring up a 3rd down and 7. That was number 22 who ran that, and we don't have a 22 on our roster. So
I say we just say Jared Gilbert.
Jared Gilbert sounds like a good choice that he ran that ball.
Nobody else will know on the radio.
Gilbert is lined up to the right of Cutler Chastain. And Chastain bobbles the ball, and then he has to keep it, and he's buried in the backfield as Nolan Bartels got to him and dragged him down, which will bring up a 4th down, loss of 6, 4th down. Clock will move under 2 minutes, and the Stars, I think, will attempt a long field goal here.
Looks like it's going to be a 42-yarder.
42-yarder.
It's dead right down the middle, too, so all it does is take it straight.
Parker Mason tried a 43-yarder at the end of the first half and missed it wide left. There's a snap. Ball is down. Kick is away. Plenty of distance, and the kick is no good. Wide to the left.
That might have been good from 55.
That would have been good from 50. He got plenty of leg on it, but he missed it wide to the left. So the Owls get the field goal stop, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 1:33 to play, down 34-13. So the Owls will get one more possession before the game winds down. See what they can do. Last time they used a great kickoff return and were able to score. Coates missing somebody there. The Owls are short people out. Now Hawkins runs in the last minute. Had the wrong personnel in there. Play clock down to 6. Coates will get the play off. He'll hand to Hawkins, and he goes nowhere. Kind of seemed that play was doomed from the beginning. Hawkins was late getting out there, and then he gets the ball, and he's thrown down for about a 4-yard loss. Back to the 17-yard line. Second down, 15 for the Owls, and Seymour content just to let this clock dwindle down as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the ball game. Owls will be 0-5 and won't be easy next Friday. Needless to say, Brownstown Central will come in. More than likely will be 5-0. They're playing North Harrison tonight. I don't see them having any problems with them. Now Coach rolls back. He's going to get sacked back inside the 5-yard line. Fake the handoff, rolled out to the left, and simply was mauled by Bedford defender. And the Owls do not have to run another play if they don't want to. We'll see if they choose to. That was Gibson Crane who got him down. The game clock is under the play clock, so Seymour does not have to run another play. It does look like, though, they will run one. But again, the Owls be a tough challenge next Friday. Brownstown Central in town. You play them on the field, not on paper. That's all I'll say. There's a handoff to Hawkins. He'll run it up across the 20-yard line. And that should be the final play of the game, and it is. Time runs out. Stars improved to 4-1. They have had a tremendous turnaround to their season compared to what they were last year. As they come in and broke open a close game. It was a touchdown game at halftime, but the Stars really dominated the second half. Final reads, Bedford North Lawrence 34, Seymour 13. Our postgame show begins in 2 minutes. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
Hi, I'm Vanessa with New Legacy. We are committed to providing payroll, taxes, and accounting services that instill confidence in your business operations. With convenient locations in Seymour and Scottsburg, New Legacy is right here in Southern Indiana, ready to support you every step of the way. Our dedicated team collaborates seamlessly to handle all aspects of your financial needs, ensuring compliance, accuracy, and peace of mind. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy, specializing in taxes, accounting, insurance, and wealth management. Call today at 812-271-2000.
Seymour's place for live entertainment is Jackson Live and Event Center. Check out this schedule coming up on Friday, October 10th. J.D. Shelburne, 7 p.m. Greg Perkins and the Jackson Live Band, Saturday, October 11th. Jimmy Allen, Thursday, October the 23rd. And make plans now to attend Seymour Strikes Midnight, New Year's Eve celebration at Jackson Live and Event. For tickets to all of these events and more, log on to jacksonliveandevents.com.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org. or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
Got a new bone or joint injury? Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic in Seymour is here to help. No appointment needed. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. We provide expert orthopedic care for the whole family. New or existing patients are welcome, and our specialists are ready to help with on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing services for fast, same-day answers and care. When the unexpected happens, visit Schneck's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic to get back on your feet. Visit schneckmed.org for details.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium, where the Owls fall to the BNL Stars by a final score of 34-10. 28-13. Coach Tyson Moore is making his way up here to talk with us. This was a game in which the Stars jumped out early. After the Owls went 3 and out on their first possession, Bedford went 2 plays, a 38-yard pass play and a 35-yard run by Jarrett Gilbert. The extra point was good, and it was 7-0. The Owls were able to capitalize midway through the second quarter, got a touchdown run of 29 yards from Trayshawn Hawkins to tie the game at 7 apiece. But then the Stars able to score with 3:13 to play in the second quarter to make it 14-7. That's where we were at halftime. The Owls were able to stop Stars on their first possession in INT, but were unable to capitalize. And then the Stars went to work as they put together 4 consecutive scoring drives to pull away and eventually get the victory by a score of 34-13. Our coach comments from Coach Tyson Moore brought to you by Prosser School of Technology. And Coach, it kind of goes along the same lines, right? We just can't seem to put together a full game. And we're right there. It's 14-7 at halftime. We get an interception to start the third quarter, but we just simply could not capitalize on it.
Yeah, it just seems like it's the same old song and dance week after week. And, I don't, yeah, I don't have a good answer. I don't. I mean, we, tonight was not a very good football game for us. And, seems like that's been our excuse week after week. So,
obviously you looked like you were trying to get the passing, Jackson Fox a little more initiated in the game. He made 3 or 4 nice catches. That play really worked. Was that an effort to try to get him more involved in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, it was just some things that they had shown in their soft coverage. They were blitzing the lights out up the middle, and we forgot, I guess, how to block what we had worked on all week, which is what led to so much pressure. So, we decided to take some shots in their soft coverage since they were shutting down our run game, and having some success there is what lightened the load a little bit to be able to go back to the run. But I don't know, disappointed in our execution tonight. It felt like towards the end of the game, the second half, we just felt handcuffed with what we could run scheme wise, and I don't know. Again, I don't have a good answer for that.
Defensively, we knew what kind of, Kirby was a great quarterback. They scored 2 plays on their first drive, but the defense really buckled down. I know they made that one mistake there, gave up a long pass. But I thought for the most part of that first half, the defense really buckled down and did a nice job in their coverage against Kirby.
Defensively, we were very, very consistent in the first half. Once we came off the sideline after their first drive, their first touchdown, and made our adjustments, and I was pretty pleased with our execution on the defensive side of the ball in that aspect. But I will say BNL much improved football program from a year ago, and that's what happens. You got a lot of kids that have stayed in their program and are juniors and seniors now, and they're buying into what their new staff has for them, and much improved program, and we're immature, I guess. I think immaturity is what's killed us the last few weeks, and we just got to continue to find ways to get better.
Well, we don't have much choice. I mean, we got to go back to work, and got another tough opponent coming in next Friday. But again, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We got to go back to work.
Nobody feels sorry for you. It doesn't matter if you're 6-0, 5-0, 0-5, whatever it is. So we're down right now, and we're hurting, and we got to find a way to find some success. And before every game, I tell them the game's not won or lost on the first play, the first series, or even the last play. And we've got to find a way to put drives together better and be more consistent offensively and defensively. But again, I think it just goes back to small things right now, and tonight we committed more penalties than we've had all season, and just stuck with some more unfortunates there.
Coach, appreciate the time as always.
Thanks, Jay.
Coach Tyson Moore joining us. Our coach's comments brought to you by Prosser School of Technology. Very frustrated and disappointed coach, as you can tell, after the Owls fall here tonight to the Stars. And now with an 0-5 record with Brownstown Central awaiting them next Friday night. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Lance will take a look at final stats as we continue on our postgame show in a moment. You're listening to Seymour Football on 92.7 WXKU.
UTB Protection offers top-tier traffic solutions and serves as your ultimate partner for smooth and safe traffic flow. As a trusted full-service traffic safety expert, they handle everything from flagging busy work zones to road closures for events and even assist with emergency response traffic management. Their expertise extends to designing strategic and efficient routes for any scenario. Count on UTB Protection's unmatched dedication to traffic safety. Connect with them at utbsafety.com or call 812-271-2100. UTB Protection, your premier traffic safety partner.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
For 125 years, JC Bank has been right beside you, cheering for every touchdown and every three-pointer. That's because we're your community bank, proudly supporting the teams that make our towns come alive. Just like the dedication of our local high school athletes, JC Bank is dedicated to providing personalized banking, investments, and trust services for you and your family. Experience the JC Bank difference. Stop in today or visit us online at jcbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at Bullitt Stadium, where the Owls fall to the Bedford North Lawrence Stars by a final score of 34-13. Lance is putting the finishing touches, and he's got them ready. Let's take a look at final stats.
For Bedford, Mason Kirby was 19 of 31 for 247 yards, throwing 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Then late was Malachi Goodman. He had 2 catches for 90 yards with a touchdown. Jaden Gilbert had 2 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. Parker Kern, the most targeted receiver for Bedford, he had 6 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Running the ball for Bedford, as a team, they had 24 carries for 132 yards, averaging 5.5 yards per carry with a touchdown. Jaden Gilbert had 4 carries for 59 yards and touchdown. Brody Horton had 11 carries for 57 yards. Throwing the ball, Max Coates was 6 of 14 for 54 yards with 1 interception. Jackson Fox was the leading receiver, 3 catches for 41 yards. Running the ball as a team, they were 29 carries for 71 yards, averaging 2.45 yards per carry with 2 touchdowns. Trayshawn Hawkins had both of them. He had 19 carries for 79 yards, including a 2-yard rushing touchdown and a 27-yard rushing touchdown. Alex Milliken added 3 carries for 7 yards. Bedford ran 55 plays compared to Seymour's 44. Bedford had 14 first downs, while Seymour had 10. Each team committed 6 penalties. Bedford had 6 penalties on 45 yards. Seymour had 6 penalties for 47 yards, while Bedford had 2 turnovers, and Seymour had 1.
34-13, the final. Seymour falls to Bedford North Lawrence. And time to name our family drug play of the game tonight. What do you want to say?
You can do the kickoff return, but that early interception by Milliken. It was
that set up the touchdown too, didn't it? Sure did.
No, because we had a 3 and out, and they had the ball right there right after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got the touchdown off the punt when we have to force the punt off the next possession. Yeah, but that was a nice play.
It was a nice play.
Alex actually had 2 interceptions tonight.
Aaron had a 67-yard kickoff return.
The kickoff return was a big one. Okay. Gotta go with the play of the game. What do you think? I give you all the power to call it.
Why me?
Because you look like you were the family drug play of the game guy.
We'll go with the kickoff return.
I would go with the kickoff return.
67-yard kickoff return.
It almost was to the house. He almost took it to the house. Got brought out down the last end. But so Alex Holt, our 67-yard kickoff return that set up Aaron Holt gets the play of the game, and I get his name wrong. Aaron Holt gets the play of the game. That set up the Owls' second touchdown of the night. So that'll be our family drug play of the game. We'll take one final break.
come back and name our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game, and we'll wrap things up in just a moment.
Having the proper insurance coverage in place at the time of loss is paramount. We at Stahl Insurance are an independent insurance agency providing insurance solutions from many highly rated companies. We take the time to evaluate each individual client's risks and put together insurance solutions that fit your needs. Stop by our office at 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour or give us a call at 812-524-0692. One of our experienced agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, or Chris Stahl, are here to help. Also visit us online at StahlInsuranceGroup.com.
The doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center in Seymour are proud to have cared for the vision needs of the community since 1998. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Don't miss your yearly exam. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Back here at Bullitt Stadium in our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game tonight. We're going to go Jackson Fox offensively. Jackson tonight with 3 catches, 41 yards. Also kicked an extra point, did the kicking duties tonight with Adrian Medina not being here tonight. So Jackson Fox. And then Alex Milliken with 2 interceptions on the defensive side of things. We'll go with him as our second player of the game. So Alex Milliken and Jackson Fox, our Connor Smith Eye Center Seymour players of the game. Couple things to note. I want to say good luck to the Seymour girls golf team tomorrow. They will compete in the IHSAA sectional at Otis Park. Top 3 teams advance to the regional. More than likely, I'm not going to jinx them, but if you look at scores during the course of the year, and Coach Hoffman, I'm sure, would be the first to tell you this, that Seymour has a very good shot to advance out of the sectional, although they would love to do more than just advance. So they would love to win that sectional. Bedford's won the golf sectional for 12 years in a row, so the Owls would love to. Lady Owls would love to break that streak. Emmy Followell has been playing really well. She was Hoosier Hills Conference honorable mention at the HHC tournament on Monday. So get her to play well. And Shayna Spray's been the number 1. Those have been the number 2, 1 and 2 golfers. So good luck to all of the golfers and Coach Hoffman tomorrow in the sectional at Bedford. And also the boys tennis team will be competing in the Hoosier Hills Conference tournament next week. They'll start that Monday at home against Columbus East. So good luck to Coach P.J. Stein and the Seymour boys tennis team as they compete in the Hoosier Hills Conference tournament. Next Friday night, the Owls will welcome in the Brownstown Central Braves. BEC will be 5-0 more than likely. I have not heard or seen any of their game tonight with North Harrison, but I would be extremely shocked if it was close. So we'll expect them to be 5-0. They're ranked among the top 2 or 3 teams in Class 2A and very, very capable this year of winning the state in 2A. No question about that. Matter of fact, I thought you were going to show me the Brownstown score. I already knew that. But it'll be a tough opponent. You can purchase tickets in advance. You can go to EventLink online and get tickets in advance. I would highly recommend that you do that if you were coming to the game. That way you didn't have to stand in line right before kickoff and try to get tickets and then fight your way in here before kickoff. So you are able to get those tickets in advance next week as the Owls will welcome in the Brownstown Central Braves. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock, and we'll be here to bring you the action as we always do, starting with the pregame show at 6 p.m. Don't forget to join us on Thursday night for the Tyson Moore Show. And also tomorrow night, don't forget Indiana football, big game for the Hoosiers. It's a sellout battle of unbeatens tomorrow night, Indiana and Illinois. The 9th-ranked Illini, the 19th-ranked Hoosiers, both teams 3-0 under the lights at the Rock Memorial Stadium. Kickoff at 7:30 and a pregame show at 6:30. And you can hear the game, of course, right here on 92.7. I know, Lance, you're going to be there tomorrow night rooting the Hoosiers on. So hopefully it'll be a good game for then. And then join us again next Friday night right here as the Owls will battle the Brownstown Central Braves. For Lance Hubbard, I'm Jay Hubbard. Thank you for being a part of our
Friday evening, and we hope that your weekend is enjoyable the rest of the way. Final again tonight, Bedford North Lawrence 34, Seymour 13. Good night from Bullitt Stadium.